what I say should come to pass. Without me, nothing can happen. We say no to that. That's the reason we left our business here and we are in the street today. Today we will sleep here, we'll eat here, and we'll not leave from here. Nothing will take off from here because we're tired. If somebody say they tired and they have no fear, if it calls for they okay up today, if there are any means and there are any space to create for all of us to go to jail today, we are prepared. If we are in jail, they bring our fallen hero, they bury him, will come. They satisfied to free us. We'll go to where they bury him to pay our courtesy.
Okay, from the time I've been watching your protest, from the time you started this protest, I've been hearing the name of Honorable Zoe Emmanuel Penu, watching Boque, and others. What other evidence that you have that you think that you can show to the people that yes, indeed, they are part and parcel of this situation?
During the election, the chairperson for Wachem Boque took the airtime. There will be a by-election. Iro Marisi will just force himself to contest. So whether you win or not, there will be a by-election.
Do you have video for that or audio?
Everything. Rano City. You guys here, you are journalists, you all listen to the recording. You were on air and make that statement, that broad statement, and today we have by-election. So it means they think we're playing and they satisfy themselves. Then we say no to that. Justice must prevail. Justice must prevail. If you want to, if they will come radical against us, then we are ready to resist.
So, in case those people not be free today, what will be your next action?
We'll sleep there. No car going to sell you. No car going to sell you. We're sleeping to the bishop today.
So, what includes stopping of the vehicles not to run Israel?
Because we started in peace for the first. We started with peace in 4 days. And we have been condemned because they feel that we're not catching anything, we're not going against anybody, so we have no business. So today, the peace, we decide to reserve peace and stop all movement. Nobody leaves or nobody coming in. You see, we're going for our party until we're here. Nobody leaves.
But you don't think that there are tangible people that you should be able to get you to see how bad this solution be, and they probably be solved. Then you stopping vehicle not going, other people
the question
activities.
Is who about the caucus? We voted the people. The caucus intervened. They didn't listen to the caucus. So who about the caucus? Well, caucus will come and say the children should stay home. They'll give us time. We agree, and they try all the coup, and you can't listen to them. Then who will tell you listen? But we have some stakeholders that are in the process because they didn't necessarily put the children out. If they put the children out, we leave the street. Our concern, our children should be free today. If they refuse to free them, we're not leaving the street. If they free them, we leave the street. We're not on the street. If they call now, our children in car or motorbike coming, and they free them, they bring them, we leave the street. But fail to free them, we're not leaving the street.
So your name and your position on the protest.
My name is Anthony Blair. I'm the chairperson for the protester.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
So for this morning, we are here at the Gwene Bridge, where you see the protesters are all laying fire right on the principal street of Zweju. This is the street. I guess you are seeing the fire blazing. The fire blazing right in the middle of the road. So such thing like this, if you are watching any part of Liberia, this is what is ongoing here in Zweju, Geebarh County. To be precise, right here in the Penu community, while you see such thing ongoing. So they are stopping all vehicles not to go in and out from the county today. So this is the blockade. You are seeing all these things. So we are still here. Keep following KMTV Liberia. My name remains Constant Stevens here, reporting from Geebarh County, precisely in Zweju. So if you are watching from any part of Liberia or any part of the world, we are all situated here in Zweju. So stay tuned, don't you go away as I continue to give you the best of broadcast that you deserve.
do. So that's why do I pick up. So everybody.
So, as I said to you, we are currently here in Zweju. So, I guess you observing the situation that is ongoing in the land of the racism. That's how the county can be referred to Zulu Whiskey. So, the fire is currently blazing right in the middle of the street here in Zweju, where the protesters blocking other vehicles not to go and come. So in this movement.
Okay, that was this morning about 7 my time. I think 6 or 7 my time here, Eastern Standard Time, 6, 7 that time. The protesters in Zweju got to the streets, and they were demanding that the people that were arrested be freed. I think they arrested 7, and 6 are still in prison, and 1 was let go yesterday. And they got to the street to block the road, the main bridge that is connecting Ninneh County and Geebarh County. That bridge there, that's where you saw the protester. And I got a few pictures of them cooking right there and eating right on that bridge, because they said no car will go in and no car will get out of Zweju. So that, and they were demanding that the police release those people that are in jail that were arrested because of the rioting and the burning of properties in Zweju last week, Tuesday. And today's show here, I will get Sylvester Krah here tonight. Today will join me, and we're going to be talking a lot of stuff about our county, national issue, and politics, and all that stuff around our country, and especially our county, Geebarh County. We needed to bring someone from there. We're going to bring the guy. You see that guy you saw talking in the video there? And what's his name? Mr. Vlay. I'm going to try to see if I can get Mr. Vlay here so you can hear Vlay's side of the story also. But today I'm going to bring in Sylvester, and he's going to introduce himself. And from there, we have a conversation for the next hour and a half. And then we're going to let it go. So we will continue to bring you updates from Geebarh County as we get them here and we get our videos. And this video is not my video. All credit goes to the KMTV guys in Zweju, Geebarh County that are sending out all these information, all those videos that you just saw over there. So, ladies and gentlemen, I got the guy, my guest is right in the back, and I'm going to bring him on here, and so you can actually listen to what the brother get to tell us today. And we're going to have a call in also. The number will be there. I will try to have Thomas Doe come on the side also. So it's going to be an intense one for the next 2 hours or so, and that's how we're going to do it today. And this is all about Geebarh and stay tuned as I bring my guests on. If you see my head down like that, I'm trying to tag people and this and that. Thomas Doe, I sent you the link. So click on the link and come here. You need to click on the link and come in, Thomas Doe. Check in your inbox. I sent a link to you already. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is my my special guest out of Liberia. He's going to tell his main location, and that's what we're going to do here today for the next 1 hour and a half or 2 hours. Net will not go above that. So how you doing, Sylvester?
I'm doing great, Mr. Double. I'm doing great. How are you?
Yeah, I'm okay. Welcome to the Prince Double Show. What's your location right now?
Thank you so much. I'm currently in the nation's capital.
Oh, so
in the nation's capital.
Monrovia,
yeah.
Okay, Monrovia. And you're following all the activities that are going on right now in your county, Geebarh County.
All of the activities back home in Geebarh County.
Oh, so please tell us about yourself. Introduce yourself. Let me give you 1 minute to tell us more about yourself and what you do for your people of Geebarh.
Okay, the name remains Sylvester, Ninneh, Geebarh, Boque, Krah. I'm a proud son of Grand Geebarh County. To be precise, I hail from Kumanstan, right there from the Tara River. Anybody who went to Kumanstan, the Tara River there, it's a historical site, and that is my town. We call it Kropu in the Chen vernacular. And so, mother is from Chen zoning, father is from Luo Wayne. So, by breath, I'm a typical Krah man. And we came to Morovia through my late parents. We school here, try to acquire a lot of things, easy, so to some extent. By profession, I'm an accountant, and also a grassroots, political activist. I believe in social justice, and blah blah blah. That is just a vessel cry, and also a social activist.
Thank you, Mr. Krah. Thank you,
So,
Mr.
Mr. Demo,
Krah.
thank you so much for playing then on this
How, how,
famous show.
how is Morovia as you speak? How's the atmosphere there, weather-wise, and all that?
I mean, Morovia is relatively calm, as you are aware, given the ups and downs with this imbalance of our economies and our activities here. We're praying for the transition to move smooth as we deal with the democratic process, and also we see the formation of government, the nature on the go, what the activity, what is on the agenda, the expansion of the economy. So we see activity can regain, but relatively in terms of peace and stability, Liberia, Morovia, it's calm. It's calm. Yeah, sure.
Morovia, Liberia is calm. So
It's calm.
you are from Grand Geebarh County, and you've been
Yeah.
hearing or from last week or from the date of the representative from district. Which district you from?
I'm from district number one.
Or Chin district. Your district, your have my sympathy because your district just lost
Thank you.
their
Thank you.
your
Yeah,
representative. Since the news came
sure.
down from your the death of your representative, Honorable Errol Madison Gwen, there's been a lot of riot and a lot of upside down and going on in your county and chaos, protest, arrest of citizens of that county. What's your take on all that stuff? Everything that is going on?
I mean, Mr. Double, thank you so much. I mean, this is a whole history. And to begin with, I'm not going to speak on a wide range of issues. I intend to speak on the democratic development of Grand Geebarh County, speak to the education development, I'll also touch on the gender solidarity and the
Okay.
political emancipation. But to begin with, again, to you, all of our viewers, most especially those in district number one, Grand Geebarh County, our sympathy for this irreplaceable loss of Honorable Madison Gwen. And Madison Gwen was not just my leader of district number one. We have a traditional, very close relationship. The late Madison Gwen mother and my mother was the same mother. That
Oh
is how
wow.
close. Yeah, sure. So it's not just from the political angle as my leader of district number one. No, we have a traditional bond as close
Okay.
relatives. Yes, so not just with the family, but everyone. So I was sympathy again to everyone. I mean, we've been following the case, as one of the family members of the late Madison Gwen, like I did on my official Facebook page. We said in this modern dispensation, if even assuming that Madison Gwen was triplets, that the three of them, despite the agony and the pain that we go through as family, but we don't support lawlessness. We don't support violence because that was not the nature of Madison Gwen. And also the other people vandalizing and burning down and the people properties back home in Zoro, Grand Geebarh County is something that we condemn, we don't support. And a lot of allegations in the public. And also that is the first thing. We don't support that. The act of lawlessness. And in this civilized modern society, when there's an accusation raised against somebody, there is a way that you channel it. But I want to take you to a city, of the citizens in Grand Geebarh County, what led to, the damage of properties, led to the uncontrollable violence and the destruction of a lot of things. And this thing have been unnoticed for a long period of time. And in every democratic society, once the citizen raise a concern that remains unaddressed, that gap you create between the period of time that they raise a concern and through all, it will continue to exacerbate emotional turmoil, which is not healthy for our society. This is why I say I try to give you the historicity on Ozo, Madison Gwen. I have not gotten the traditional scientific evidence to that effect. But mind you, we live in a society where the common sense is where you see fire, and there is smoke. Or where you see smoke come from, and there is fire. So the historicity of people concerned being unmet, people raised on agitation, and there is nothing done. It started with the late Alfred Donald, the magistrate in Grand Geebarh County. It got mysteriously missing. A group of citizens in Grand Geebarh County, including his family members from the Konemo Belt, including supporters in Zoru, raised argument. Again, they accused Senator Zoe Emmanuel Peno that he was associated with the mysterious death of Alfred Donald. Again, the demands of citizens for a legitimate clarification to that accusation was unmet. Over the period of time, there have been confrontation from citizens. At one point in time, you see aggressive move. At a certain point in time, they'll calm it down. But it was not something that was resolved. It was not addressed. In the period of time, we saw the death of the police commander in Grand Geebarh County. His death occurred through the big brother of Senator Zoe Emmanuel Peno, Samson Peno. Again, citizens of Grand Geebarh County, mind you, that police commander who passed off, he comes from the background of the Guild and the Manor. And for the travelers in Grand Geebarh County, the Guilds and the Manor make up a very large portion. Again, the demands of citizens for clarification and justice was not met. According to some, there was a high degree of manipulation from the governmental angle that people use a stature to compromise the situation, and they remain grieving. This issue about the late Madison Gwen, it is a occurrence that innocent people and who have been victimized, and then it's associated with somebody who is a high-ranking leader in the county. Again, people raise a lot of argument that Senator Zoe Emmanuel Peno has something to do with this. Get me clear, like I rightly said, we have not gotten the scientific traditional evidence to authenticate the accusation. But again, it was people that are raising an argument. The accusation came a long way. Somebody said, through all his political career, of course, I've worked on Peno before. On Peno, I've been one person who never supported the political vision and drain of the late Madison Gwen. And when I follow your show, when you hosted to Federal Henson, you play some of those videos. You heard the late Madison Gwen, narrating, even during the time Vigo got damaged, you asking who you think could be the suspect, and he accused Peno. And also this time around, the grave allegations that were leveled against our Senator Zoe Emmanuel Peno. So the general public, the family members, and all of those even in the diaspora were watching to see. And one person who raised arguments against his chairman, Rufus Deku, they saw that as personal, but being very objective. I'm a very intelligent and educated person. So discussing the proposition on a discussion. I will not going for him as an individual. He break about a press conference for the past 2 days. Send the devil Madison Graham. So on one of these occasions, I went on his page and said, look, Deku, I'm disappointed in you. It is a big shame on you as a chairman of the Zopen Movement for Development, the ZPND, that up to President send the devil Madison Graham, that you cannot even write under the umbrella of the ZPND that will express our condolences to the bereaved family, sympathizers, and friends. But you are here, you say, well, have press conference. No problem. A day after, he had a press conference. The essence of that press conference was not to listen to the Harvard articulation of Rufo Deku. No. As the chairman of the Open Movement, what the public, family members of the late Madison Graham, anticipated from him was to at least throw light on those great allegations levied against the chief patron. Somebody said, when the woman was caught by the Sasehu, our traditional way of trying to find a witch, after that, in our crime tradition, if you are been guilty of the Sasehu and you don't want to confess, who are those connected with you that led to the death of somebody? Will have a tree that will take you to. And that one led to the burning of the traditional council headquarters, which of course we don't support. But again, it was based on the allegation. On their way with the lady, they said they received a call from a high-profile government official. So the lady didn't go to the tree that would have permitted her to confess all of those in it. According to rumors and allegations, they say Senator Peno provided 50,000 liberty. When Rufo Deku had a press conference, he never mentioned anything. You are in America as one of the veteran talk show hosts in the world. We saw Eugene Facon wrote on a page, but then I was in Grand Geebarh that a drone has captured confirmed information that Madison Graham is there. According to a source again, they say when few members of the family confronted Eugene Facon in the US, he said, no, it is your senator that told me. These are all allegations here associated to the death of Madison Graham. On another occasion, they said there's a recording at Kimber that Madison Graham and Festus City and one other city went to the Ivory Coast discussing the death of Madison Graham. These are all issues that we expected you to have addressed. But unfortunately, Rufo Deku did it. And after a press conference, I wrote officially, check my Facebook page, I wrote, and I condemned it. I said, Rufo Deku, what was the essence of your data press conference that the public expected you to have provided authenticated clarification towards the grave allegation leveled against the chief patron, Senator Peno, regarding the mysterious death of our hero and son, Madison Graham? A day after, Honorable Peno said, hosted a press conference in his office, and the public thought that would have been a perfect opportunity for him to have exonerated himself from this great allegation leveled against his personality and his image. Again, after we heard the senator brag about his $1 billion house, sending sympathy to the bereaved family, he never, in fact, no press petitioner was permitted to ask a single question. He never addressed it. So all of these things, they still raise our, like Araki said, nobody have a scientific fact to prove to that. They'll say, yeah, you are the one that came. But these are things that people are raising. Because before, right after Madison's death, you saw more than 100 articles written by Grenadians. And this is why one coward that is in the office of Senator Peno, when I asked Rufo Deku, because my point was, Rufo Deku, you are a national chairman for the Zopen Movement for Development. Beside that, you are a traditional son of Grand Geebarh County, hail from Boque zone. You think it is not prudent enough that you lead a delegation to the traditional mat where Madison died and quit the family? That is a crime tradition. What is your fear? and somebody left, took my post, misinterpreted it. So, but anyway, I went for that kit. I don't blame you. I told you, I said, look, I'm a trained elephant hunter. People that know me, they know me. I don't go after malnourished crowded insects. You are a kid. But just to correct you, you didn't see the post from Prophet King, who has more than 100,000 plus viewers and followers around the world, accusing Senator Penu of giving the lady XYZ USD to poison her brother. If you are man enough with 2C, why you didn't respond to Prophet King? Why you didn't pour money in your phone and go live so that you can address it? Beside that, we saw so many Grenadians, typical sons and daughters of the soil, right on social media, express their disappointment, raise an allegation against another panel. You saw it. So what you took interest in was Sylvester Krah, and they said, so I said, but which one should claim your attention most? The one that has left mandate to you, I said, before they go to visit the map, or the one that they officially and boldly, fearlessly accuse your boss of killing? Which one should claim your attention? As one of the salary sharing agents in his office. But these are trash. I don't want to go about that. If you may enough, are giving so many screenshots, people who wrote and accuse your boss of killing. Go ahead and address them if you may enough. Those ancient day ways of carrying on cheap gossip, once a kind of surveillance, I don't want to get attention to that kind of nonsense. If you may enough, people around, including people in Grand Judah County today, are still agitating.
I want to ask you a question. I know you're going to explain, but you were you a member of the Zoe movement before? Were you part of the Zoe?
Oh, of course, I supported him before, even for the Senate. I did, of course.
So where do you stand now? Do you still support him, or you support him, but you want him to answer questions that are allegations that are brought against you? What's your stand right now? Are you still with the movement?
No, Mr. Double, the fact is, even when I was in a movement, when it comes to key policy issue that borders on the benefit and integrity of Grand Judah County, I don't compromise. On many occasions, I have a differing position with Honorable Penu. This issue we're discussing, it has to do with not just a Chinese building that was erected by somebody, that Mr. Double could even give 100,000 we erect it and furnish it. We're discussing an irreplaceable loss. So this issue, I join all Grand Judahs.
So is it my question here? Is this you used to be with Zoe? So this issue made you to kind of break away. When did you break away from him?
No, not just this issue. Long time I took my stand, not just the issue. I decided to play my fire role a long time because on the panel is on going back and those visions and and promises that he made to poor Grenadier. So quietly, I'm just in my corner doing my little long time before this Madison issue. He might say, "We had a disagreement. If I didn't support his senatorial candidate, Ellis Grant, I supported Marshall Denny. I didn't support Watching Body. I supported late Madison Guillaume." That tells you that I, as an independent person, conscious minded and sensitive person, I'll go my own way. But as it stands, even if I was a bona fide member of the ZPND with a ranking position, I would have still, expressed my conscience objectively. Because my educated person.
One would say you were with Zoe, you helped him through his process of being elected, and all these, most of the allegations that you mentioned were leveled against him, and you were still with him. So why now? Did you talk to him at that time? Say, "Look, Chief, these are allegations against you. Can you talk to these allegations? Can you speak to the press? Can you?" I don't know if it just happened for Alfred Donor and then Madison, because there were other things that were said against alleged allegation against him in the past. So why now? I want to know about the time you left him. You have the right to leave him, and you have the right to support who you want to support. Don't get me wrong, but I wanted to get the time. I hope you understand what I'm saying. If I knew that this man, these allegations were coming up popular against this man, and I said, "Look, Chief, you got to explain to the people. You got to do this." And maybe did he downplay you?
I mean, the guy is not a listening leader, right? I mean, prior to the death of Alfred Donor, the Dixon Nemo, the Sylvester Krah, we didn't have a good time. The Murphy G, the Toro Rense, we didn't have that kind of good working relationship on the panel. So, but then we're just good prior to the death of Alfred Donor. And these allegations have been coming up. including people from the diaspora, people, including people from the county, have asked him to provide clarity. And he's not a small boy, he's not a kid. I mean, sure. So even including the issue, there was a point in time that the issue that had to do with the death of the police commander and in the county. We spoke out our mind. We were not ready moving cool, but we spoke out our mind. We condemn it. It was not something that we supported. We condemn it. So as of the choir today, could be friend of Prince Double. But if I have the attitude, the tendency of going about in the community and raping people's children, and you call me on 2-3 occasions, I mean, this is not good. You got to stop this. It is optional. I could choose to take your advice. I could choose not to take your advice. I mean, so I mean, he's a mature leader, even up to present, and in continuation of what we're saying concerning the death of Madison Guion, and people are still on the rampage. People are still, their hearts are still bleeding.
This morning there were a lot of protests in Zwedru Granjira County where the people blocked the bridge, the Sestor River Bridge, or the bridge that connects or Nima County with Granjira County. And they said, I think I saw them burning tires or fire or wood or whatever thing on the bridge. And they even got people eating on the bridge as we speak. You know, guys say they're not going to leave until some guys that are in jail are released. I think they got 6 people in jail. They free 1 person and 6 people are in prison now as we speak. So all those things. This nation is the capital city of our county. Is I don't know if I should use the word chaos or whatever, but it's not. It's photos and coming from our county or nation Zwedru. It's not okay to the outside world. But thank you very much for all these explanations and thank you for your staying.
Before you take another person on this money issue,
Mr. Thomas, though, I want you to put your camera down. The people going over your camera cannot be shaking. Set it down. Look for something and put your phone down so your phone can be steady. I don't want it to be shaking all over the place. Thank you. Let me put you back and take you straight in that. So, Mr. Krah,
yeah,
go ahead. Yeah. Give us.
Okay. Yeah, you talk about.
Do you have any hand in what is actually going on in Zwedru with the protest? Do you call anybody? What's your connection to the protest?
I mean, under the law, under our constitution, the organic law that governs the Republic of Liberia, and protest, is a fundamental right of any citizen. It should be conducted in a peaceful manner. So citizens are entitled. Protest could be in the form they decide not to eat, be in the form they decide to stand to hold your placards, like they are doing right now holding a placard. Now, because under our jurisprudence, under the legal laws that govern this country, a prolonged detention with all substantive evidence is also a gross violation of the fundamental rights of citizens.
Mm-hmm.
So those you took to prison, our argument is up to today, no pre-trial, no substantive evidence. Why are you keeping in jail? Or is it because one big man said you should go there and arrest? So that is a gross violation of the fundamental rights. We condemn it. This is a reason. Yeah, while peaceful citizens are out, you got to speedily adjudicate in the process. Give them the fair trial according to justice. But not detain them with no substantive evidence, no proof, nothing you can point to. Sure, that is a gross violation of the fundamental rights. I don't support that. Yes.
Okay. But if the police arrest someone, they have to charge the person and send the person to court. So they got have they not been court before? They get arrest them and then they sit in the person.
Nobody can do what is indicated on the charge sheet that have become so secretive. What is the charge levied against each of those people?
I got the charge sheet here. I can read the allegations against them. So let me see if I can pull it out here and read it out here to the public here. There are a lot of, I think there are 6 counts. Some of them were charged with murder. The guy who allegedly they say he hung himself, I think they say he was one of those guys who actually murdered. I send a link. We're having a discussion here, gentlemen. So we have to be polite. We got to be respectful. if you disagree with any of these guys, or if you want to call, we can bring you on to call, but no any kind of a tough profanity will be allowed here on my show here tonight. And I don't know if you know or Solo here, this Solo guy here. I think this is Marsh. I'm seeing here Marsh Solo. Do you know Marsh Solo?
Oh yeah,
He works
I
in the
know my
office.
solos.
He works in the office of the
Yeah, yeah,
senator.
yeah,
Yeah, I know
yeah,
Marsh from Jalastan. Marsh, so I send a link
yeah.
to you. If you want to speak on the issue, you want to come out here and speak for the lawmaker, the senator. I mean, it's all of us senator, but you are working directly in his office. So come on here and address that. And I'd like to bring up my sister Vera Davis Okan also. Then I'll go to Thomas Doe to touch and introduce you. Give him 2 minutes to introduce it and touch a little bit. Then I'll go to Vera. Then I'll come right back to you, Mr. Krah. Okay, Mr. Doe.
Yeah, Prince, thank you very much for having me.
You
How you
see, you
doing?
are very far from your phone, Mr. Doe.
My man,
Thank you.
the way it is.
We want to hear
Thank you.
you.
Yeah, I'm okay. Thank you very much for having me.
Okay, you're welcome.
The first thing I want to say is that since this morning we have been working behind scene with the group on the bridge, Demetrius Zoet, Honorable Pong, Duncan Well, and myself, and finally we have solved the problem. They left the bridge, and also they're going to be going to adult the courthouse or police station to stay protest. Because the reason we decide to intervene is that blocking a major highway is also infringing other people's rights, and we don't want the fights that we put on for anything to kind between to make it go for it to go into vain. And also that's why since I came from work, I work overnight, and since I came, I've not slept. I've been talking since 5 o'clock until now. We all came on board and talked to them, and then they finally agreed.
So they left the bridge?
Yes, when I 10 minutes ago they were leaving the bridge. Yeah, 10 minutes ago, before I got here, they were leaving the bridge. So another thing I want to thank my brother Sylvester over there. He has spoken very well. Sylvester, then and myself were battles almost 4 years ago, 2020, with this whole thing, and I told them exactly what they were going to see, and I thank God today that he had come on board to explain some of these things that were talking those days when they were insulting me. I don't hate anybody, or the man myself from the same era. Why would I want to hit the guy? But I came from a uh, different way to think. This guy has so many, Kenya behind him that he doesn't speak to. Uh, and quite frankly, Prince, Tajru and myself are the same family. And I spoke with the woman who were in prison. I knew exactly how he got that, and I know what happened to him. And this has been one of the things that I decide to go against all. Nobody should do things to your family member that result to their death, and then you just sit back. So it's okay. Some people don't understand it, but it's one of my grassroots for which I based on to fight this guy. And besides that, this guy has been undermining a lot of people in our own area. And I want to be asking people, if that goes sessional, what do we have in Bubble to show for Zoe? There's nothing there. And that is very true. And that's what I continue to tell people. The Bubble people did not give Zoe the joy he has. It's a champ people. So now the cat that they are kept as a mother start eating their own children. And now they got to understand where we come from. And then Malison as well is somebody that personally I knew him personally, and someone who are myself very close. I have talked to him many times, even when he got sick. I talked to him better from way Ghana. And a lot of people know the relationship between him and myself when he was a president for the Grand Association on the Crown County. William Shimmer myself was a close guy to him. He used to call me body guy from Beijing because I was so protective of him. Maybe when the Ghana police came, we took him to Kaswa, brought him back. When the video you saw recently that someone posted on Facebook while he was speaking to the United Nations about what happened to Liberians. So we are being in the vanguards. We already so, yeah. So I thank God that my John brother over there, today he's saying things that they knew, but they didn't want to come out when we came out. So now on the same page, so like keep fighting. Want to discourage people from violence. We don't want nobody burning anybody's house, but let's stay within the frame of the law and make sure that we get the justice we need. So I will now be here and then listen to you. Another thing I will talk.
Okay, let me go back to
this is the
let me go back to Sylvester. Sylvester, go ahead. Tell us about the politics that you know and all these allegations against Mr. Zoe Penal. I actually wanted to know when you left the honorable man, because you said you campaigned for him, and it was in 2021 or 20?
2020.
2020. So from that 2020 to 2023, what happened before you left him?
I mean, I got my personal reasons, right? Sure, I got my personal reasons. I mean, eternally, when you are with a leader, all right? Dr. John C. Maxwell wrote a book titled "The 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership." The 13 laws say, if you want to determine the strength of any leader, there is a lot of inner cycle. Those who have the ability to leader. So if you are with a leader who doesn't listen, that can be as educated as I am. And I feel that my education must have some level of application to what we do. And so, like Record said, this is a leader who doesn't listen to anybody. No. Everything you tell him right after election, or you finish. Prior to election, you'll have conversation, you'll discuss people. I'm not going to be on and off with that. Politics is an event. I'm a professional man. I can choose to do the work in government, choose to work in the private sector, choose to teach any university, choose to teach any high school. I got so many ways to navigate the labor corridor based on my qualification and competence. So I was only doing that because I feel this is my constitutional right. And in democracy, you must have somebody you must support. So it doesn't mean that he was the best. But at the point in time, I chose him and I supported him. But I knew that he will not go by everything I would say. If I'm one person in the ZPN who proposed that we have a modern children playground built by the ZPND in Grand County as well, I had documentation to that effect. Nothing. What can you point to today? The mayor who served for 3 terms. We don't even have a headquarters at the moment in the county, not at all. And also some of these things, they are internal institutional reasons. So as a professional person, we're not going in that path. You take it easy. Some of the kids will not understand in a movement. Every time you try to raise a point, they see it as if you are trying to solicit personal benefit. No, that's my proposal was under. Let's take the mansion to be built in my hometown, Kumasa. No, my proposal was under. Let's go and put everybody in my village in Kumasa on payroll. No, try to put my kids, on your mobile allowance. No, what we're pushing is you to have a lasting political legacy that will make you a political godfather in Grand Court. It's quite unfortunate that you are far from the start of being a political godfather. You are not. Senator Zoe Emmanuel Penu is not a political godfather in Grand. A political godfather is someone who made people, brings all the full potential and capability to you. Like I can brag about Prince Johnson in Nimba County today. And also, one of the cows that is writing is saying things here. I said, I don't, myself was in a situation like,
I think he having internet issue.
how clever you
we can't hear you, so you have to leave and come back. Okay, go ahead. We're not getting you first, but now we're getting
getting
you.
me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I said, I'm saying,
But so let
let
us pivot away and go to Mr. the honorable man. Have you ever saw any press conference from the Zoe movement, from Zoe, the senator's office, to the family of Errol Madison Green, or even the Zoe movement or the senator visiting the home of the late or Errol Madison to at least console the family or sympathize with the family for that matter?
No, that was my point of contention. Respect for the truth. And I said, Chairman Rufus Dipley, you are the chairman of the biggest political movement in the Grand Judah County, the Zopen movement. Why is it? Besides that, you are a typical traditional bold man. Why is it up to now that you have not led a delegation on the banner of the ZPND to visit the bereaved family? That was my point. And one case, who does that even honor and not the reason for which I raised that argument? You started to say a lot of things. So I said, no, you got to divert your energy and your intellectual skills towards Prophet King. The Krah family, they didn't see on a panel kill. Like I said on the show, I said, no, I don't have scientific traditional evidence to convince me that it is on a panel who is responsible. But we live in a society in the midst of allegation.
But you don't think the way the tension is all the tension going on when the honorable go to that house, you think he will be received with open arms?
Which house?
Hello?
Mr. Doba, we have a tradition, no matter what the case is like. Give it a try and see as to what the family of Madison is so rude to that extent. We have a tradition, no matter what the case is like, to got adults who are seated on our mat. So what would be the basis for which that he'll be thrown away? Who wrote and said, if you come here, we'll not accommodate you? Who said that? Nobody. That was just that background. And on the ZPND official page, check it out. Nothing that Chairman Deku has written in as a chairman to extend condolences. The reason why you see he came on that 2-minute, 3-second press conference, the shortest in the whole world, it was because I went on a page and he said, and there will be a press conference. That was a rare occasion. So I say,
Rufus Deku is the chairman for ZPMD.
He is the chairman. Rufus Deku is the chairman.
That guy don't represent chairman stuff. I brought him here. He was too rude, and he talked like he have no sense. He talked over everyone. I had to take him in the back and warn him. He couldn't do it. I took him off the scene. So he represented the Zoe movement. Is that how the politics in Liberia there?
So that when I try to point, of course, I mean that is a degree of limitation of the institution. I know. So I try to put you on track, but out of gross emptiness and limitation, you could not listen to the logic I was pushing. You saw that Sylvester Krah being against me. No, say you have not activated your consciousness as a living being to know that as big as your hair is, you as a leader should lead a group to go and speak to the people. And somebody try to remind you, and you took that out of context, then it just shows how limited, warfare, and empty you are. That's what it shows to the world. Why in that should be an argument? If you are man enough, why can you have a podcast and respond to Prophet King, who said that Senator Peno gave the little ex man or daughter to poison Madison Guian?
Oh,
I mean, so that is just a limitation.
The senator need have reached the raw stage.
Of course, I mean, Prophet King. I mean, the thing is there. If I share that with that kid who was raising argument, what I invited before they go, I share that with him.
Can you share it
Prophet
with
King
me?
I
want to see.
Yeah, but this my phone, the way it look like.
No, yeah. Don't thing on it. I didn't know your name went all the way to the world stage. So why the guy?
Oh, sure. I mean,
no,
that's my point.
I don't like to call him.
But besides that,
just in mind, I don't like to call him. It's not a problem for me. Yeah. So
besides the narrative that he wrote on a page, he went live. We have more than, I don't know how many thousand, more than 60,000 people following around the world. So these are some of the allegations we expect you to have responded to. And you decide to seal your mouth So the only place you open your mouth is on a professional and well-respected person as Sylvester Krah. There's not a Krah family that accuse your boss, who offer you are in, and you are 3 to 4 sharing one salary. No, it's not my family. That's why I wrote on my page. If you are a man with 2 C between your legs, go and challenge Prophet King. Tell you, no,
Mr. Krah, let's keep it professional. We got kids listening to us, so let's keep it professional. But for my viewers here, we don't use words that we're not supposed to use here before they come and shut my page down.
Yeah, man, apology. Let's try to be some simple.
People are not being insulting people here, writing. Please try to watch what you write. No profanity, please. Let us keep it tight and keep it straight. If you got issue with somebody, you take it all with them. But don't come out of my proof or my stuff and start to call people names and insulting and all that stuff, please. So now there is a movement that is gearing up in the county. The protest.
I mean, then the next stage I went to with the leadership of Onopeno in Grand County. I was talking about the issue of making a comparison with Senator Prince Johnson. You know, can he be equated to the status of being a political godfather of Grand County? The answer is no. A political godfather is the one who sees the best in his subordinates and brings that best out, provides opportunity for growth. That will make you a leader. And this is a scenario we see in Ninneh County. Prince Johnson will see the person, promote you from district level, you become representative, you become senator, to the extent that he has lifted somebody here on and become vice president of the Republic of Liberia. That is a political godfather.
And you don't see that in Joe Penno.
It's not a politician.
You don't see that in Joe.
Not at all. Not at all.
Not promoting.
He's not a political godfather. Not at all.
So maybe he's not doing it outside, but how about those in his circle? Those people in the movement, those are in the circle.
We cycle. I'm in a movement. We cycle. I'm in a cycle. I'm in a cycle. No cycle. People still around the man still live in Rufo Deku, who is the national chairman, still lives in the house of his brother-in-law, Sangao. For the past 10 years, Rufo Deku doesn't even know what you call a rent. Mom the rent. My little brother there, I brought Mike to the ZPND. If I promoted him, Mike is still there in the eclipse of Jalastan, living in rigs. Anytime there could be a volcanic eruption with immortal rocks. So a godfather is somebody.
I was born in our rocks and I grew up in our rocks. Our rock can never erupt. We had those rocks planted into the ground. It can't come out.
But in this modern dispensation, it is risky, Mr. Dava. It is risky. But the point I'm trying to push is that a godfather is somebody who will give you the opportunity for settlement. Nothing big about finding someone that is 40 US to say, I give you 1 year, 6 months. A godfather is somebody who will not come after people after you express your constitutional view on critical issues like me.
Yeah.
Like on the show today, I've become a total enemy to all of those kids, including the senator himself. Why? Because I don't have right to express my view as somebody who is a legitimate degree holder and a conscious-minded person. No, I'm not a coward. When I see something objectively, I will express myself. All we are saying, the ZPND and Senator Penno inability to respond to those grave allegations labeled against his person, continue to raise dark cloud over him. This is a fact. We are discussing the death of a reputable personality, and you are still silent.
And the representative he talks about a $1 million house that got burned or got.
That's what you talk about.
In a house.
In democracy, when you become a lawmaker, you become a senator, representative. The people are the direct employer opportunity before you build a house. So prior to becoming representative, what the better you have in the place there? We better you had it. So we give you the opportunity. So your argument should not be, it is a life that has been lost, irreplaceable life. Nowhere in this world we find Madison Guyon ever again. Madison Guyon is gone. So people should activate their conscience and speak to the bleeding hearts of people in Grand County and around the globe. This is our point. Now for people to come and brag about $1 million, $2 million house, that's our argument. People should be sympathetic in an expression. And they are still.
So do you think who is behind the arrest? The arrest of our brothers?
But the arrest is clear. Only one person authorized the arrest. It's on a panel that authorized the arrest of those guys. It's clear.
Mr.
He
Doe,
said,
Mr. Doe, you think
the arrest of those guys. And what we are seeing under our legal jurisprudence, prolonged trial, prolonged detention with all substantive evidence. It is a gross violation of the fundamental rights. This is our point.
Sylvester, I got a question for you.
If you have the evidence, you got a question for me. Okay.
Go ahead, ask him.
A prince permit me.
Yes.
Go ahead, ask him. Go ahead, ask him.
So, Minister Krah, to yourself, do you think why would have been the best approach that Senator Peno or Rufus Deku she was taking during the first what we consider field press conferences when you're speaking to the media?
You see, the best approach, like I rector said, that everybody, including you and myself, were equal to know. It is the grave allegation leveled against it. Clarity towards the allegation. For an example, Eugene Falcon said the information he got and posted what Madison was still alive, he got it from the Senator of Grand Jury County, Senator Peno. So don't you think it was prudent enough that Senator Peno said, no, I'm not the one that provided that information. They were taking the letter to go to the traditional tree and make confession. Who are those connected to the death of Madison Guian? All of a sudden, the motorboat turned around. According to, again, allegation, they said Senator Peno provided 50,000 liberty. He didn't speak to that. Prophet King on a page went live and said Senator Peno provided more than 500 USD to this lady Beatrice Guian to poison Madison Guian. He didn't speak to it.
No,
so the first and foremost thing we needed from the press conference, pardon me?
He said, Prophet Keith said, I got it. I want to send a print.
Yes,
he said $3,000.
Please send it to me. Send it to me.
Good.
Send it to me. Let me play this. Let me
we
play
needed
this.
that.
Let me play this, Senator. Listen, you keep your thoughts in, and please pay keen attention to the senator's press address.
Let me find this guy's video to send it.
So while you find it, let me play the senator press release to the public. And he had this press release, and right after that, journalists wanted to ask him questions. His staff in the office refused for the journalists to ask him questions. So it bring up a lot of stuff in our head. So he just came, called the press, spoke to them, and then bam, you get out of my office. I mean, if you know you clear as clear, why couldn't he interact with the press? They asked him few questions because I know they were going to ask him about the allegation against him. Those allegations about him being involved into the death of his kinsmen, the citizens of that nation, the Alfred Donor, the hero, they brush out the journalists, and then the journalists just had to go, and he felt relief in that particular movement. But listen to him.
The website of the National Election Commission said 2006, the first election after the Civil War, to present. People who contested against me up to 2020, more than 80 to 90% to 100 and some more percent are defeated in elections. So I believe very strongly those that you seen today on cameras that are looting my properties, burning my home in Grand Jury County. First of all, I will take this time again before I come back to them to extend my thanks and appreciation to all of my supporters, be in the diaspora, be in Grand Jury, be in Monrovia, and all of my sympathizers and the movement for sober development. I say thank you very much. On Tuesday, I received thousands of calls in your home. We want to move you to Zredru. Those are Israeli men calling me. And being sometimes a leader, you'll be put on a test for people to know your leadership ability. And now, when that thing happened on a Tuesday, 10 to 11 a.m. when they start burning my house, start looting the other one, something just came to me. Said, look, be yourself. You are the leader of the people. Minority of the people that are doing this thing shouldn't upset you to go against your way as a leader. It's a voice that came to me today, since Tuesday to present, almost 6 days. I just came out of my house to come and talk to them. When they shall go back to the political camps, it's open to still remain a force to contend with in Grand County. But it's not why the case today. So
a colleague is dead, laying down in a mortuary in Ghana, and he's here telling people that he's a force to contend with in Grand County. The people of Grand that put you there, that can say we want to move you now, sign things, and then it pains you, carry it to your people. Even when they don't do it, your name will go down in the history. That your people put people, sign paper to impinge you, but he's sitting there. What is the human part of this guy? I didn't see it in his press conference. And you been around him. I mean, I need to be checked, and somebody need to put me on point here. But I don't see the humanity in this guy. I don't see that. He talks about his property, his house, his property, is this, and then from there he starts telling the journalists they should do the research. He beat most of the people that were in the streets. He beat almost 100 of them. Those people that were in the streets were children, people probably born right after the war or 1990 or after that first election that he was even put into office. And those are those people that he beat in the election. Those are kids that I saw in the streets. They're grown men like us. There were few of them, but majority of the people in the street were kids. So you're trying to tell us that those people that are in the street are people you beat? He's talking about his house. $1 million house. He's talking about he's the go up, come down. He's still the power. He's formidable in the county. He's still the power in the county. What's the human part of this guy?
Hey, you get
What is it, Sylvester? I need to know the human part of this brother.
Okay, Mr. Double. In the first place, the interview of the senator was complete disservice to the people of Grand County. Because in that interview, you didn't see empathy. You didn't see emotional regrets. From his continent, what you could see, just see guilt. He bragged about being a formidable and a force. And that is a fallacy politically. I mean, his reliance politically in Grand County have been the consolidation of the Chen people. So that what brought him to permanence, and this is a fear that he has. The late Madison Guion, the likes of Jacob DB, because there was a complete paradigm shift in our democratic space with the emergence of the bright minds coming into the cycle. So that was a fear. And also the same chance solidarity that made you. I just want you to know that solidarity is still alive today. It's more proactive, more aggressive. And also the interview was just geared towards telling his colleagues in the Senate thanks and for that disappointment they expressed for the lawlessness in the county. You cannot see much.
And then Sylvester, 1 minute, he's the senator for the county.
Sure.
And then he's saying my supporters.
Yeah.
It's like the president of the Republic of Liberia when they had like June 7 protest where Costa brought all the people. Then we had go to the microphone and take the airway and say, I'd like to tell my supporter, thank you. You think what they're going to say and the whole world we're going to say? He's a senator, not senator for one district now. He's not a representative now like he used to be.
No.
The whole 3 districts. And your citizens are aggrieved. They're angry.
Yes.
And you're saying, I'd like to tell my supporters. What is the empathy in this man? What is the human part of this?
There's no empathy. No empathy. It's quite disappointing. Very, very disappointing. Very disappointing. And this is what continues to raise dark cloud over his reputation, over his political career. I monitor one of his supporters, the first time race, and accused Superintendent Kaifare, a mastermind in the burning of a house, one John Zigo. I monitor again yesterday, he went live accusing Senator Yahya Ninneh of being a part of the group, the brand. So, I mean, politically, Onopeno is losing relevance. Because let me tell you, if you do the political mathematics in Grand County, for you to emerge as a victor for the senatorial post, this is a calculation. Out of the 3 districts, you don't win 2. And then you go for the third one that will just add a little thing to the numbers you are carrying from Kwenembo district, you're carrying from Chen district, or you take it from Bason. In a case of what happened, we lost Kwenembo district, but one Chen district, one Bason. So right now, gradually politically, you are losing grip with the entire Chen belt that consolidated and gave you the unprecedented political history you have in your lifetime. Since 1964, no politician in the history of Grand County had won election in one district and transition to the Senate. Nobody. In fact, in a Republic of Liberia, no politician born of a woman had won election in one district 3 times and transition to the Senate. It is true the efforts of the Chen people. Now, gradually, your political relevance is diminishing among the Chen people. If you open another front with Senator Yahya Ninneh, already have an existing wounds with the late Alfred Donald. And now some of your supporters are racing. Now I say some of the guys that are around him right now, they are not guarding him well. It makes no sense that you open another front to accuse Senator Yahya Ninneh of being one of the masterminds to the burning of your home. It makes no sense. You are only exacerbating.
They start accusing the senator elect.
Of course. I follow one of Senator Pennon's and supporters, one Boque, one John Zigo. Yeah, I followed him yesterday. He said that. He was the same person
where we are seeing, let's say you from District 1 and he's from District 1 also, the area. What part of you from Chen District? I mean from Chen District, which part of Chen District? Which town? Kuma town?
Who, me?
You.
I'm from Chen District, I'm from Kumastan.
Okay, so that means you were Chen, man. But they want to make this thing like because I saw the post from one Zion, Festa Zion. What I read from his post is like the other crown people are trying to go against this one Boque people. So it's like you want to make the other tribes, the other crown, the section of Grand Geebarh against this one particular section. And I don't see that because I've seen this man who is on the show with me, Thomas Doe, is from Boque area. He's from one of the Boque towns. I've seen Demetrius Zoe from Boque town. He says he's from Zeret town. So, and the other guy say he's from the town where Jurus came from. So he's from that same Boque belt. So why do you think that they're trying to make it? Are they trying to make this thing like so other against and in favor from the other Boque people that you're sitting down, they're coming to attack us?
No, I mean, like I said they are wrongly proceeding. This issue is not about section debate. It's not a debate about the Boque people trying to build a solidarity to protect their son. This issue is not about the Chen people. This issue borders on the interests of Grand Geebarh County. If that was the case, the Chen people are getting some very qualified, professional, competent men and women who came in the race democratically that would deny and would decide to push a Boque man. So at that point in time, anybody who feels that you are a Boque man, you got to do away with the Boque sentiment and engage the reality objectively on behalf of the county. We are discussing an irreplaceable loss. Madison Guion. The issue has nothing to do with people attacking on Rupeno, people going against the Boque clan. No, that's not an argument. People who are bleeding profusely as a result of the irreplaceable loss are saying your son, Senator Penu, should provide clarification to some of the allegations. This is the position of the public.
But do you believe that the senator should go do the Sasewu thing?
This is, but you coming in defense of Senator Krah, that's not an argument. The argument is objectively pushing the interest of Grand Geebarh County. Grand Geebarh County has lost a strong son. Grand Geebarh County has lost a hero. Grand Geebarh County has lost a leader. This is the content. We need to contextualize the proposition. It's almost sectional debate.
What can a lawmaker do to clarify, to clear his name? What can he do? You have all these press conferences. People will still believe. Wait now, you have all these press conferences. People will still believe that he did what they accuse him of doing. So how can he and what can he do to at least exonerate himself? I mean, a lot of people say the court cannot do that. So to go return to our traditional Sasewu thing. Do you think and believe that the lawmaker should leave from Maria and go do Sasewu?
The lawmaker is not above our tradition. In fact, it is a tradition that gave back to him. It's not above our tradition. If make to our traditional practice, it's not about the tradition. If this is the best way that he can exonerate himself from this great allegation linking to the mysterious death of E. Madison Williams, then of course I think he should take the lead. Nothing is big about that. This is an age-old tradition.
Then he should do the Sasewu.
Huh?
Then he should go and
of course, I say he's not above the tradition. He's not about the Sasewu. Why making things about the Sasewu? So every time he goes to the county, he doesn't perform our tradition.
The supporters are saying the Sasewu is some illegal stuff, and they don't believe that
no, it's our tradition. It's not illegal. It's our tradition. So if the senator goes to the county and the traditional mass, and when they come out to perform, it doesn't speak English to them. He speaks our Valankuro. That is a tradition. The tradition is still alive. If this is the mandate of the errors, traditional errors, then he has to submit. This is the perfect way to exonerate himself, to regain his graduated locks and no credibility.
Oh, wow. But some of his supporters said on my show that this is a primitive thing. They don't believe it. Some of them don't even they don't believe our culture. They don't believe it. But they in this particular interview here, you will hear the senator saying, I'm a traditional man. I believe my culture. I believe I'm
of course, yes.
He said it in his video. But his supporters are telling us that they don't believe these things. The lawmaker is not going to succumb himself to this. It's a primitive thing. It's something that is not okay and all that thing.
The man Geebarh get devil. The man Geebarh get devil. So what are you talking about? You know, tradition.
And some I would like to show this stuff from the press. The honorable man when he got whipped, maybe from 2000 when Marshall Denny whipped him, and he's talking about voodoo and all that stuff. So I wanted his supporters to pay key attention. He believes in voodoo. So once you believe in the voodoo, the people have to go to your Sasewu. So this is what he said back then when he got whipped by Marshall Dennis. I was going to read it. It's small. It came from the Liberia, from the All African website. It said Liberia, Juju caused my defeat. And that was the headline. It says Juju caused my defeat. It was written January 11, 2015 by Keith Morris from the Liberian Observer, Monrovia. And it says here, Grand Geebarh County Representative Zoe Emmanuel Peno has blamed his defeat in the last month or special senatorial election on Juju, quote unquote. And African signs. He said, yeah, Juju. He said African signs. Then it came down here again. Said Peno, an independent candidate and the Unity Party sympathizer, came second to rival Marshall Dennis of the Congress for Democratic Change with 3,773 votes to 6,148 votes. So He's saying right here it was 2015. So maybe from 2015 to now, Thomas Joe have turned himself to a Christian that he don't believe juju.
Yeah, but Mr. Dubba, Mr. Dubba.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Well, we used to have the newspaper to that, where you could see there that he himself said that juju caused my defeat. The newspaper were there. And this same guy came from a family line with a lot of traditions, and I just want to make sure that to excuse the traditional people. They'll have a mask, and the mask is the one that brought up be brought up what they call Samson Penu talk. Samson Penu is a traditional man, he have a devil. So if somebody will come out from that kind of background and say that when it comes to Sasewu, then you take Baisla, then it's surprising, So then they are very rich when it comes to traditions. Every time they will come on and put all the devil then together in the bubble belt. If it's not Zaitan, it's Suakin or Tuzon. They were doing it every December. So none of us should come from that background and say that we don't believe in a tradition. Except when you see that something, you're trying to hide. But I mean, the man can drink the thing, man. You shouldn't be afraid.
He should drink the thing. He shouldn't be afraid.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Dubba.
Go ahead.
We just saw a comment that you placed from a colleague of mine, Zakwe, but who is in accent?
Alex Zakwe. I think that question go to Festus Zian, who said that people are moving into bubble 2 zone to go. So you want to make it look like a peer, like the bubble people are being attacked by their kinsmen. So he said, praise. That comment goes to the guy that says sections are going against the bubble people. That statement is false and devilish. If those sections were going against the bubble people, how did those sections allow themselves to vote for the bubble people since 2005? The legs of Rufus Brown, Isaac Yenowit, and Zoe Emmanuel himself, Zoe Penno himself. Let them stop the sectional hit. So, I mean, it don't make sense when he said that people were going. Look, the people, the E-Raw guy went against Zoe. And the Chien people massively voted against E-Raw Madison. They voted for Zoe. They voted for Zoe. So that politics about, it's not something that we were going to buy in the first place. We knew that, and Festus Zion was a lazy communicator. We know that. He tried to pull everything, and then he just want to use that
and this is what I was
section. It couldn't hold.
And this is what I was telling you, Mr. Dubba. I said this argument is not about sectional debate. Like Ellis Zakwe and one of the student generals and leader I respect so much, he said it rightly. He spoke my mind. If that was the case, we have more qualified, competent, and professional chain people. Why would we choose Zoe? Even went against Zoe 2 times. His second time and the third time. And the chain people still prefer Zoe. So that's not an argument. The argument now is you as
Sarah Cooper from Chien.
Sarah Cooper. A true son of the Chien.
Of the Chien.
Yeah.
And Zoe,
so that's not an argument. No sections are going against it. No sections are going against it. The one who said, leave this section debate. Let's discuss the issue of Grand Geebarh County. You as an uncle, Festus Zion, to on a panel. Go on your page and provide clarity that this is what we know about our son. It's not of this, it's not of that. Because many days I see you push a lot of political debates. So what is on your screen that you cannot do it right off to provide clarity?
Yeah.
Yes, this is what people are saying.
We knew that the debate from Festus was a very lazy one. It tried to push in section, and we will not allow ourselves to go into section. Nothing sectional about what actually is going on. Zoe is an individual. His crime should be stuck to him. He should deal with his own crime. It shouldn't be like all these people are against.
No.
And nobody's against any bubble speaking people here. The bubble people here, I'm from Kunembo, and the bubble people are Madodi. So there was no way I will go against the bubble folks. He was lying. And this guy, I like to play this video this morning from from KMTV that the protest in Zweju, while we listen in a little bit, and then we go on and discuss this issue here. And then the guy who is interviewing there, the Cyrus Cooper, is from the Chian area, and they voted Zove. I can remember 2021, 20 or 21. Zoe won that guy. He won Willie Nyanu. He won Willie Nyanu from Chian district. He won Cyrus Cooper from Chian district. He won a lot of people from Chian district. So nobody going to play the sectional card here. It's not going to work on. That's a lazy argument again. I would say that.
Said by our leader, which is what we stand for. So I don't want to say anything that will be diverted with our plans for today. Our major forerunner is the belief in our brothers.
What are they saying? Zowa, kill, and kill who?
Kill Madison.
Okay. Yeah, this is from my senior man from Morovia over there, Richard Greer. He said we need no sectional debate, family. Grand Jury is paramount. That's exactly. Festus
Sure.
Should not bring. This is a guy who was a trained Israeli military Satu guy. For him to say those things is kind of puzzle people like us.
Okay. Mr. Blay, good morning. Okay, special interview with some of the heads of this protest. Mr. Blay, good morning. Welcome to KMTV.
Thank you. Thank you so much for the invite.
Okay. Since I've been observing the situation, you have been one of the heads who been leading the protest of Israel. So what is the intent of this protest?
Protest, first of all, the head of this protest, what is called the peaceful protest today. So we took the same 3 days.
Okay.
People to testify. We have never tested the property. We never even one day test somebody houses. We need peaceful telling our people the return and we have the money for justice.
Okay.
For 4 days now, our peace and Remeka have been condemned. People condemning us because we say we are peaceful-minded people. We want peace. We demand for justice. The first day when we took the street, the caucus came with the to say, we want you to give all the respect. We want you to give all time, which is give all therefore in the morning to 12 o'clock. We see how they will intervene to free those guys. For the sake and respect of our caucus, we said we can give you hours, we'll give you the entire day to work. So we respected them as our leader within an entire day. Within the process, the caucus trial, everything they could.
Okay.
There was no result. The next day we take the street. We took the street, we marched from the principal street, telling our citizens to come out. On the era Madison will up to present, there is no justice. So we walk from here to the court. When we reach to the court, the judge had nothing to tell us, telling us that we should stay a bond that costs $1 million plus USD. So that why you telling us, we as a student demanding for justice, they tell them we stand a bond that costs $1 million. Now, the question is, who is the complainant? How the police derailed within $1 million property that was damaged? They had any company that went or construction company that derailed to them, they damaged your property that cost $1 million. Or you just do is accurate, just sit down because on the penal same money. So I mean, we say we're not let in one man pocket to satisfy your selfish desire. Free our people, stop the arrest. People Madison will need to lay to rest. For the sake of peace. Today, no car, no motorbike entering Israel. No car, no motorbike leaving from Sweden, go out of Sweden. We'll sleep there, we'll eat there, we'll make it fire, we'll send up our food, we'll sleep on the street today.
You don't think the out of you stopping the other citizens who are exempted from this disaster, the out of you stopping them not to carry on their daily activities? You don't think that it will also affect them in such situation?
They still go in our interest. Everybody see here they have business schedule. Nobody here is left busy on the street. All of us here, we are busy, we have business schedule going, and we left it for the interest of Nigeria. We're not only here for Europe, we are here for so many things. We are here that peace will be built in Nigeria. We are here that Nigeria will live in peace. We are here that Nigeria will not live in one pocket. We are here that today, one person will not say, I'm the rooster. So what I say should come to pass. Without me, nothing can happen. We say no to that. That's the reason we left our business schedule and we are in the street today. Today we will sleep here, we'll eat here, and we'll not leave from here. Nothing will take off from here because we're tired. If somebody say they tired and they have no fear, if it calls for they're okay up today, if there are any means and there are any space to create for all of us to go to jail today, we are prepared. If we are in jail, they bring our fallen hero, they bury him, we'll come. They satisfied to feed us. We'll go to where they bury him to pay our courtesy.
Okay, from the time I've been watching your protest, from the time you started this protest, I've been hearing the name of Honorable Zoe Emmanuel Penu, watching Boque, and others. What other evidence that you have that you think that you can show to the people that yes, indeed, they are part and parcel of this situation?
During the election, the chairperson for Wachem Boque took the airtime. There will be a by-election. Iro Madison will just force himself to contest. So whether you win or not, there will be a by-election.
Do you have video for that or audio?
Everything. Ronald City. You guys here, you are journalists, you all listen to the recording. We were on air and he made that statement, that broad statement, and today we have by-election. So it means they think we're playing and they satisfy themselves. Then we say no to that. Justice must prevail. Justice must prevail. If you want to, if they will come radical against us, then we are ready to resist.
So in case those people not be free today, what will be your next action?
We'll sleep there. No car going to sell you, no car you can sell you. You're sleeping to the Grisha today.
So what includes stopping of the vehicles not to run in Israel?
Because we started in peace for the first, we started with peace in 4 days. And we have been condemned because they feel that we're not catching anything, we're not going against anybody. So we have no business. So to control all the coup.
This is the street. I guess you are seeing the fire blazing right in the middle of the road. So such thing like this, if you are watching any part of Liberia, this is what is ongoing here in Geebarh County. To be precise, right here in the Penu community, while you see such thing ongoing. So they are stopping all vehicles not to go in and out from the county today. So this is the blockade. You are seeing all these things. So we are still here. Keep following KMTV Liberia. My name remains Constant Stephen Zia, reporting from Geebarh County, precisely in Zweju. So if you are watching from any part of Liberia or any part of the world, we are all situated here in Zweju. So stay tuned, don't you go away as I continue to give you the best of broadcast that you deserve.
What are they saying? Sylvester, what are they saying? Zopeno amujuruna.
They are saying, Zopeno, you will take as a who? Zopeno amujuruna. In the crown Valankura me, Zopeno, you will take as a who? Yeah, Zopeno amujuruna.
I understood them, but I thought you didn't understand. I was just texting you.
No, man, I'm a typical fan, man.
Let's see. So let's see our sister. Let's see our sister. Let's watch it a little bit. I'm enjoying it. They're doing peaceful protest.
over. Yeah, by PJ do. So that's why you want pick up. So everybody.
So, as I said to you, we are currently here in Zweju. So I guess you observing the situation that is ongoing in the land of the racism. That's how the county can be referred to Zulu Whiskey. So the fire is currently blazing right in the middle of the street here in Zweju, where the protesters blocking other vehicles not to go and come. So in this movement, this is the lane going to the road leading to Monrovia. The road leading to Monrovia. So there are blockage here in Zweju, where I guess to your observation, you are observing the entire street. In the middle of the street, there is fire blazing here in Zweju.
Go to open and go.
So we are present here in Zweju. So we are here in Zweju. If you listen to what they say in the vernacular, what they are trying to say in the vernacular, they are trying to say, so Emmanuel Peno will drink Sasewu. So Emmanuel Peno will drink Sasewu. They are saying right here in Nigeria. So stay tuned, don't go away as I'm here.
When I land, just stop playing the music. Don't listen to any other part of the sacred. Let me be honest with you. We are not joking here. Mattresses will come here tonight. We're sleeping here. Nobody not entering down here. If I not do it,
so, Honorable Saros, just around here. Honorable Saros, can you talk to me on PMTV Liberia? Okay, welcome to PMTV. My name is Sylvester. Okay, can I do a exclusive interview with you?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, Honorable Saros, to your observation from the past day and up to today's day, what have you been observing and what other complaints have been reaching the office as the honorable contestant, let's say, who been part and parcel of all activities in Great Ninneh? What do you have to say?
Well, you know, people have the right to protest.
Okay.
You come out to protest because you are not happy with certain things. In this county, in this country as a whole, but I will speak on Grand Ninneh County.
Okay.
There's too much of injustices. It's too much. People's cases cannot be heard fairly. And people have the right to go and protest. I think that's what led to the young people to do what they are doing. But equally so, we got to come back and sort and find another avenue. If there will be no option, then we can find one. But I think there's a lot of room to find our way out to sit and talk. And that's what I'm here for. The last thing to do, if you don't have any option, is to move the radical way. But I think there's a lot of ways that we can talk. Some of us are intervened. We spoke to George Wine. We spoke to a lot of authorities to see how best they can get the young kids out of that precinct.
So with this current situation, are you in support of what is happening right now in Zweju?
Well,
then while we observe right in the middle of the street, fire is lit and the both sides. What do you have to say about that also?
Well, I'm talking to the young people. Like I say, everybody have the right to protest and do what they want to do. It's good to talk to the people and have and negotiate with them. Okay. Whatever happened, because they are upset, This thing never happened before. So if you're not happy with certain things, you will come and do whatever you have to do. And thank God the police are here with them, giving them maximum protection.
So, and they are telling us that this protest is peaceful protest, and now they are stopping vehicles not to enter and go out of the country. Also in that direction, do you have anything to say?
Well, I mean, it is peaceful. I'm not seeing anybody lying down. I'm not seeing anybody in the hospital.
I'm not discussing lying down. The street, everything is blocked. No, all motorbikes are parking there from the Moreover lane. There is no motor by entering is ready. So, what do you have to say in that direction?
That's what I came in to intervene, to talk to them. We can find another approach to see where their problems are, where their qualms are, and we can sit and talk about it. And that's the best way to do it. The protest just didn't happen overnight.
Okay, Sylvester, they are requesting or demanding that Zoe come and do the judo. Or judo now. Do you support that idea?
Like I told you, I was giving birth to by tradition. Before I saw what you call Morovia, I was in Grand Geebarh County. My late mother, my late father. So if that is the mandate of our traditional people, and the vast majority of the ordinary people in Grand Geebarh County, Honorable Pedro is not above our tradition. He has to take off his legislative garment and submit to the mandate of our tradition. This is our own way. From a traditional perspective, to exonerate yourself,
you think will that be the first time ever in the history? I don't know if it ever happened to a sitting law.
I mean, this is not the first time. This is in fact, the lady in question, the Beatrice Guillaume lady, who is related to the late Madison Guillaume. You know, she took this as a who, you know, through the permission of the local authority under the supervision of the traditional council. She did that, and that was the first indication of for guilt. Because right after that, as a who, she was found guilty and was left with part two. Under our tradition, part two is if you don't want to confess, because it's not possible that you alone will kill somebody. Somebody and you must have gone in the dark world and to do that. So let's go to the tree. There's that tree that you be to confess. En route to the tree, and according to the Romans, they said they received a big call. 50,000 LD was Dutch. Make a U-turn. She didn't go there. She didn't go there. So if the lady can go through the tradition, and so me said to the Saseu, nobody's above it. Nobody's above it. And this could be our argument. Chenkane Gobo, Neabo Konemo. This should be our argument. The argument is the interest, the supreme interest of Grand Geebarh County. There are not people that will come here and to insanely put sessional debate. It doesn't work. We're discussing an irreplaceable loss.
Some people are saying Sasewu was, it was banned in Liberia from practicing that art.
I mean, then what in recent times, even the Beatrice Guillaume won't have to go through the Sasewu. It was publicly displaced.
So Zoe can say that was that's an illegal thing. I cannot submit myself to something that is illegal.
I'm yet to see the legislative enactment that prohibit that. That could be a separate legal debate. But until then, we hold our tradition into high esteem. The same way that somebody will go back home and say, "Look, the country that was coming out, you speak a tradition to them, you perform it. Do you just leave from America and go to the Zoo Bush, what the tradition there was in?" So our traditions and customs, they are still in full effect. It should not come to somebody today and someone want to raise argument. I know tradition is not applicable. No, it can only be applicable to somebody who is poor. It's applicable to all Grand Geebarhs. One, there exists a traditional law and regulations applicable to everybody, no matter your status. When that time reaches, I will put away my portfolio, what I have, a master's degree, and I will submit to the tradition. Yes, nobody's above the tradition. Nobody. It's just like a case that people in the community.
Gibson Jerry. Oh man, you hear me? Hello.
Yeah, I'm getting you.
Hello?
I'm getting you. I'm getting Mr. Double.
You
Getting
gotta
you.
stop playing the thing in the back. Call the
I'm
music before
getting
I bring you
you.
on.
I'm getting.
So
Maybe you are not
Gibson Jerry
getting
just
me.
sent me something. I'm getting you.
Yeah,
You
okay. Yeah,
getting
you were
me?
saying something about getting. Yeah, I'm getting you.
He says Sasewu has not only been outlawed, but it has been made a crime punishable under the laws. This is in 1982, and the Supreme Court, in the case of Wayne versus Republic of Liberia, I think he's trying to make a point that any person who administered, authorized, permit, order, aid, promotes, or otherwise participate in the administration of section ordeal shall be deemed guilty of misdemeanor and shall be found an amount not exceeding $200. And if death occur as a result of the ordeal, all such persons shall be prosecuted under the appropriate provision of the penal law. So I think he's telling all that the Sasewu were banned. Sasewu was banned, but they made it lady to go through it. So why Zo can go through it?
Mm-hmm.
But I listen to this one caller on the line. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? Your background is noisy.
Yeah, I know. I'm at work. This is Fred. Prince. Let me walk out. You hear me?
Yeah.
So I'm walking out of this place. Let me walk out. You can continue out.
Yeah. So the lady was a minister. There's one Sasewu. And now
I mean,
and the same people who are saying Sasewu and wish things are things that I wish, and the same turn around and say they got their voodoo thing going on with them. They believe that voodoo. So are they confusing, or there's complete confusion on our part here? But we understand. And again, the protest, Fred.
Yeah, I walk out. Yeah.
Yeah. Can you? Yeah.
No, I've been listening from the beginning of this show, and I wanted to ask Mr. Krah a few questions.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Mr. Krah, how you doing?
I'm doing great, Chief. How are you?
Yeah, I'm okay. It was nice that you came on, but it's not a secret to anyone that you have been an avid supporter of Zopeno from the beginning up to now. I just wanted to know, is it because of Madison's death that made you to make the decision you're making to come out the way, or you have already cut ties before Madison passed?
No, it's not because of Madison death. Not because of Madison death. Like I correctly said, I said, even if I was an astute member still in the ZPN, I would have spoken the way I'm speaking today in the supreme interest of Grand Geebarh County. Yeah, sure. That was fair.
So you
But long time they have been on.
What the man caught tie with the Joe movement, Joe? Which month and which year?
Yeah.
Sylvester.
No, that is personal.
We know that's personal.
I gave Mr. Double.
We want to know when and what year, which month, which year? This year?
No.
When
I just told you that I caught time. Been for a long period of time. I caught some time. No, I just disengaged myself for some time. But like I told you, I said it doesn't matter. The water I was still a bonnet fire.
He could still be part of the ZPMD, whatever they call it, and still do what he's doing. He could still be part of it and do what he's doing, because he said that he's speaking on behalf of Grand Geebarh, and that's what he's saying. But then I have another follow-up question.
Okay.
If Madison was not a chairman, will you do what you're doing?
Pardon me. Imagine that Onyefen was not a chairman.
If Madison was not a chairman, will you do what you're doing?
Donald got missing. Zoni was mentioned, and we never saw you doing. So if Madison was not a chairman, will you do what you're doing?
I would have still done the same because I raised my voice even during the time that the Honorable Better was involved allegedly with the death of the police commander who was a guild man. Objectively, I expressed my position that justice must prevail. He was a guild man, he was not a crown man, but I spoke my mind objectively. Yeah, sure. So even in the case that Morrison was not a typical crown man, I would have still said the facts. Yeah, sure.
Well, did he speak out during the Afro-Donors disappearing?
If I spoke out,
yeah.
If I were in support, I was in support of the guy, who were in such an Afro-Donor. At no point in time did I support, the mysterious disappearing. All of our colleagues who were all on the social media, checking our page, were in support, were in sympathy with the family. If at one point in time I spoke on almost all the three radio stations back on the Smart FM, the top, and I spoke. I started my sympathy to the family, that we in support Justin Hill. Of course, I'm on record for that. Yeah.
Did you, at that time you were with Joe, and Joe's name was mentioned. Do you ever any
no, of course, like I said,
call here and say,
sure,
Senator, your name is here. Will you address this? Did you talk to him about that?
This is what I'm telling you, Mr. Dover. I said institutionally, there are some internal issues that we don't intend to flag out. But like I told you, I said one of the reasons I left, it does not mean that he had all of it. Everything was just blah. But he has some fundamental problems that as a person that I wouldn't be able to disclose all year institutional wise. So there are some basic things I say don't flow in the way that it should flow. And not in the supreme interest of Nigeria County, then of course, as an educated person, I must think about. Sure.
All right, so let me just ask you.
In the
let me ask you this. Knowing what you know now, especially as it relates to our politics in Nigeria County, because again, from the start, I follow you. I know how you stood up for Sylvester. But knowing what you know now and looking at the state that Nigeria found herself in, do you think how will you approach issues of electability and who should become white in the county? Because nobody can take it from you. You are one of the learned young men in the county. You have put yourself in a position that you should be able to think as an intellectual. So knowing what you know now, how will you approach issue of electability? Who should we look forward to? Who should be elected official in the county? Who should be superintendent? Or who should be on our city council, and stuff like that in the county? What would be what would you say, or how will you look at those kind of situations moving forward? Especially knowing what you know now from the whole situation with Mr. Sylvester.
Mr. Dover.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Dover.
Yes.
Yeah, can you just give me a summary of what you're trying to? Yeah.
Wait, you're not hearing you. Knowing what you know now, who do you think represent our county? Like a superintendent, representative, senator, city council members. Who do you think should be? Like, we don't have a ballot election. Who do you think should represent our county?
Yeah, like I said, Grand County politically is at a crossroad. So what is required right now, it is our collective effort to emancipate Grand County democratically. And I think it requires a collective effort. Everybody. At one point, 4 or 5 years back, 10 years ago, somebody might have taken a political decision. But 2 years later, you could ratify a decision. You get a concession. You could pass a law, they could modify it. So decision is an ongoing process of living human. I could decide today, I'm married later today. What I found out today that whole life just to be wasteful. And I could change my decision and put in for divorce. So decision is not a perpetual state that people don't change. So reach a point that, of course, we have to collectively emancipate Grand County politically. And also, I don't want to jumpstart that gun. Like I said, when I started nature, I said, the change solidarity that brought Honorable to political permanence or democratic relevance is still alive. And many Grenadians who are watching are foreign back home, they are foreign. And at that point, people will have a case to make. So we don't want to jumpstart the gun. So at that point in time, now people are saying, they are saying it is vivid. Whether you are the best leader on a panel to be given 37 years of leadership in Grand Judah County, because if you are voted for the second time as a senator, you'll be given 37 years. Now it is left with the cross-section majority of Grand Judah make that decision. But rather, there are indicators that are taken to that path to make a decision in favor or against. So the indicators, they are glaring. They are glaring.
Okay.
They are glaring.
All right, thank you. Let me just make my final statement, and I'll leave the line. Thank you, Sylvester.
Thank you so much.
And I admire you for coming out the way you came out. You know, I personally have engaged you before as it relates to where the county goes. But I also understand that most of the decision, especially the young people make in Grand Judah or in the county or in Liberia, is based on a lot of factors. You know, because there are not too many, you know, outlets for people to be able to take care of themselves. There are too many jobs. So you find young people will tie themselves to people who they feel can make that or push them. But sometimes it comes out of detriment, and that's what we are going through today. There's no evidence that Mr. Peno killed, no scientific evidence that Mr. Peno killed Madison or Graham. But traditionally, that's especially you made a statement saying when Joe goes to Grand Judah County and the max dancers are playing, what does he do? He sit there and he doesn't participate. No, of course he participates. So it means that he believes in our tradition. I was home and they brought the devil, and I didn't know that when the devil, especially the one that can beat people when he come in, you're supposed to stand up. So I was still sitting on the seat, and then the boys in the town, they ran to me when the devil came in and they picked me up. So I said, why? They said, because if you sat there, he was going to beat you. Then I made a joke. I said, so the devil that I paid to come here will beat me, and everybody started laughing. But it's our tradition. And, you know, if that's the only thing he can use to vindicate himself, he has to look at it seriously. I've seen people say, okay, and they take it upon themselves because they don't want to think that they are this witchcraft. So they say, okay, I'm a just to put it or something in your eye. I know it is being outlawed in Liberia, but then why do we have the traditional council in Kunembo? So that is a question for Jason Jerry. It is outlawed. Why do we still have the traditional council?
Why do we have Zaza Kanwa? Who the government pays?
I think they have it, but they want to control the Ministry of Internal Affairs wants to control the operations. They don't just want people, anybody just take anybody behind the house. So they have the traditional people or council that the government know that they are there to do these things. So again, there's no scientific evidence that's okay. In fact, even if somebody or family member comes up to me and accuses Zoe, they go to court, you cannot produce evidence. You can't say, oh, somebody did this and did that. So, but it just the way things are going, and it means it's being mentioned and everything. So it leaves a dark mark. Can he survive this politically? I don't know. Because as a senator, you should be able to stand up and talk to your people. I don't care what the situation is. You got GW Gazing, that Madison himself, when I was in Monrovia 2 times, Madison wanted GW Gazing to be with all Grenadians that are in Monrovia there. And he can do the same thing. Yeah. He can go back to the county. Yeah. He can do a whole lot of things to talk to the people. But I just want to say thanks for coming up because you stood there for him for a very long time. In fact, if you can look on the line, you see people asking you, why now? Why are you doing this? You know, that question is a personal question, I would believe. But if you think you can answer, you can answer it.
He says it's a personal thing, and you don't want to speak on it.
Yeah. So it is what it is. But we got a long way to go. The seat is empty. It has to be refilled. Nigerians have to sit and look hard. Because anybody who gave that seat, that 6 years is giving them. Anybody who put in the Senate that 9 years is giving them. So if you make that mistake and put somebody who cannot lead you, you have a serious problem. So the time has come. It is sad that Madison left the way he left, but we still need to fill that seat. who will post there, that will be the decision that we all can make, you know. So again, thank you for the time. Thank you for the time. Prince. I'm still out here.
Yeah. Let's go to.
Thank you so much.
Let's go to James City. James City.
Yes. And hello, friends, and my brother Sylvester. By the way, Sylvester, and I'm from Kumastown. You are from across the road. I'm from in-town. Unfortunately for me, we have not met, but I met your family member, including your dad in Ghana. All right. I saw that you been displaying your diploma, your degree, and all your certificates. And knowing that Zopeno, academically, is not in Krah. And that's why he and Hero had, you know, the problem that we have today, because he wanted for Hero to work your office. He was I cannot work your office because you're not competent. And you know, he took an exception out of that. He got angry. So when Hero went to ask him to work your office, he said, well, because of this bubble solidarity, I don't want to see the man working your office. They fire him. You, Sylvester, you were in Liberia. We got another brother from Town. He was working also in the government too. So also make sure that they fire him. Prince, do you know a name from Town? One of the young guys?
And the guy was He
wasn't gay. They fire him. Sylvester did not talk. We got our brother Ote Juro passed away. People call Zoni. Sylvester didn't talk. Another guy called Boque. He died. They call Zoni. Sylvester didn't talk.
But did you listen to Sylvester when he made a point?
Well, I just came in, so I just saying all the names. I don't name it in there.
But you're making Sylvester to be explaining himself, because these are questions that they posed him first, and he said he talked to them, and they were not listening. Okay. So they were not listening to him. They were not paying attention or listening to him. So he made him to leave.
Well, I know when he left, because during the when Zoe became Senator not too long, Sylvester still supported. I've been following the post. As I said, I'm from Kumaza, he's from Kumaza. So I religiously been following him. So I want to know, like right now, as friends said, we're about to elect somebody to during the by-election to replace Hero Martin. Are they looking at the personal support from individual, or they are looking at the county as a lender man? That's my first question.
You getting his questions, Sylvester?
Of course. I got his question. I want to quickly respond to that his question. Okay. You give instances of people who died in the past. What was my position? For an example, you raised the issue of late Otis Guru, so rest in peace. You raised the issue about the late acid form, so rest in peace, in front of mine. Well, what we are saying, there is a different context. In the case of Otis Guru, the magnitude of agitation that we are raising today in the context of the late Madison Green, that all fingers are pointing to on Openo. We didn't see in that case. In the case of the late Asika, we didn't see it. That we raise and say, oh, S was it. But with today, they've got almost the whole globe. And that's why I said from the beginning of my presentation, we don't have a scientific traditional proof or evidence to say, yes, on Openo is the one who did this and did that. My position is, given the grave, unprecedented allegation being raised against you in a specific scenario with the late Madison, it is prudent enough as a leader that you provide clarity to your people. As a leader, you have to be able to communicate effectively. And I also told Mr. Double, I said this issue has been a result of a prolonged grief and bitterness in the hearts of the people. Because every time they raise their demand is unmet. They raise their query is unanswered. We saw the uprising. In fact, in recent time, in contemporary time, in recent time, the kind of popular uprising we saw is very from the late Alfred Mono. Grenadiers all around. We didn't see the kind of response we needed from our leader. We saw the same case when his brother, his big brother Samson, was involved with the former or the late police commander. We didn't see the kind of response we wanted. Now is the case with the late Madison. So you see, have been prolonged. So as a result, you see an exacerbation of emotional turmoil from the citizen. This is the situation we find ourselves in. So if you do the comparative analysis, you will not see the uprising from people, the many accusations that people are pointing out today in the case of Asset Capital as compared to the late Madison. You will now find it in the case of the Otis Joro. Now, to your point, who should replace Madison? Will it be individual decision or collectively? Like I said, no. The democratic emergence of the late Madison went into the political space of Grand Gila County was a complete paradigm shift. It brought hope to emerging leaders of Grand Gila County. It brought opportunity to the political landscape. But the absence today has created a vacuum that we're still wondering what the vacuum is still. So in the process of finding who will democratically replace the late Madison Green, it will require consultation. It will requires our collective engagement. So that person will be someone equivalent will be above Madison in terms of adequate representation at the Labyrinth Parliament. So I'm saying that process is ongoing. I mean, they think God wants to do it. Yes, they don't exclusively by the Goyon family, no. Exclusively just by the Goyon movement, no. It has to do with all Grenadians who would think best will make adequate representation. If done equivalent to, but have some basis upon a characteristics of leadership as compared to the late Madison Green. So I mean, you ask a very fine question, and that will require a collective effort. Everyone, as we are on the path to emancipate Grand Gila County politically, it will begin from this point. And that will serve as the political caveat and note to this, those who are operating under the disguise are Democrats, but in reality, they are political desperados. The time is coming that will effectuate our democratic might and not to regain Grand Gila County. It has to begin.
Okay, my final question. Okay, thank you. If you look at Erod, his office staff, the chief of staff is a bubble guy. He got full of people, he got people for all the Grand Gila that represented, within the office administration. And now, when Zoe spoke, he said that people from Tucson were about to move all the people in Israel, and you stop them. And those that in Tucson, they are threatening to come because all the bad people. What you have to say to those that said that what you have to say to the Zobel movement that is based in Tucson?
He says Zobel movement that is based in Tucson.
Yes, when Zoe spoke, when players, he said that the Zobel movement and they were about to go, to go to Israel. When you heard that the house was burning, and you put start to them. So I'm saying you Sylvester now, you've been supporting the movement, and they're about to come to Israel from their headquarters, which is a Tucson. What you have to say to them to stop them?
I mean, that was actual lie. If in any case, if that was going to be manifested, they will have a point to give them a message. But I think that move was still in the incubator. It didn't come out. So they didn't manifest whatever intention we had. So we what if they have come to Zeru and we still come? What if they have come to Zeru and say we have come as a dedication of exactly we have come to restore peace and stability? And it was not the other way around to further exacerbate the chaos that was ongoing. So until the arrival in Zeru to see what would have moved would have been, then we can speak to it. But for now, I didn't see their action. You know that's what I'm saying. Assuming that they have come to Zeru as delegates of that place, we have come to point things down to put it under control. We are one people. So by this time, then my position will be to commend them, continue the good work. But if they are gone on that, yeah, sure.
All right, thank you very much. All right, thank you, Prince.
Okay. Guys, press conference from the family One guy is on the line. Lever, President Lever Kine. Sorry, I almost skipped you. President Kine.
Yeah, Mr. Dava, you hear me okay?
Yeah.
All right. Just wanted to speak to my brother here who I've been watching you guys since this morning. And I think I really appreciate his articulation on this issue. And it's all about bringing the real sense to this thing as to how we can move forward. And I think he's doing a good job working on these things this morning. One of the things I've been thinking about and been following people on the other side, my brother Zoe's side, they are putting up an argument saying everything that is being said, they are all some kind of a speculation. People are just speculating things. Nobody has ever gone directly to accuse Zoe. And I'm just speaking from their end, because if I was Zoe, even if this turn out to just be level, speculation that is circling around the solar system, I would like to talk to her about it because my name is involved. But I just want Mr. Krah to speak to that. Do you guys let's suppose saying that Mr. Penny was saying nobody has accused him directly, nobody has gone to him or take any direct action towards him that will prompt him into responding to all these accusations, because his team is saying people just speculating. And of course they went further by saying those people who jealous him, those people who he flocked in elections, those are the people just speculating out of hate and out of some kind of envy. My question is, when they are hiding behind this speculatory ideology, are we organizing in the form that we have a specific leadership or we have an organization in terms of what's going on now to confront Zoe directly, so that their concept of we're just floating this thing, people just floating the idea, nothing being specific here. Are you guys planning that to say, hey, we're doing a resolution here to send it to Zoe office and ask Zoe that you are being accused of these things? What is your position on it directly, so that we have documentation to point to that this man has been confronted by a specific group of people? And what is your take on that? Even though the citizenry would do that in protests and things like that, but that's what they're claiming. What do you think of that?
You understood the brother, Sylvester?
I got the brother point. Brother, thank you so much for your article input, right? I mean, it is a difficult question in a sense that I don't have a specific answer as to the specific method that we should use. We find ourselves in a democratic environment. And as such, there are so many peaceful means that having issues that we can take up to our bosses. And one of the could be through peaceful protest. One of the ways could be through the radio station, things that you hear, where you can come with the people you don't understand. So, I mean, on the panel, there's a popular politician in Nigeria, County, and Forest, like I rightly said, we saw more than 200 different articles on indigenous sons and daughters of Benefit County. Some of them are directed friends of his office staff. They're on social media. Some of them are going live. Some of them are in a group. Some of them are writing.
But even Mr. Ashcap there, but even the citizens of the county, from this, what with the video we just saw, I mean, they accuse the senator of being involved in the process. See the people blocking streets, and the people are saying that the man has to take judo, sasewu. So obviously, the citizens of that county who voted him have already called for him to come and answer to them. So, but the ZPMD, I think that has his call. They want to appear. Check out a text message. They want to appear tomorrow at 5 p.m. Liberia time, which will be 12 noon my time. But it will not be possible because I will be traveling. So I will bring them on Saturday. I will respond to their message and bring them on here Saturday. I'll be traveling tomorrow to Minneapolis area over there. So at that time, my flight leaves at 11, so there's no way I can have interview on that. But when I get there, me and them will talk. Then we'll kind of do the interview. I think the ZPND is the movement for Joe Penal group. I think. Yeah. So
who's your head? Frank, you got who had him down?
Rufus, the test from Rufus Jacob. Yeah, no, when he can now, you'll be professional. We'll discuss professionally. You're not interrupt. So this is the test from Rufus. They want me to bring them on the show. The movement for Joe, okay, so the Joe Penal movement for development. ZPMD wants to book for tomorrow, 16. I mean on 15 at 12. No, I will talk to them. Maybe on the 16th. We can do it on the 16th. So Rufus Rufus is here. He said, okay, no problem. Rufus, we can do the show on Saturday. Tomorrow I'm going to they can do funeral on Friday. I'm going to a funeral Friday. And Saturday after the funeral, I can take an hour and a half and then we'll do the interview in my little area that will be. I will set it up, send the link, and we'll do 2 hours of your point that you want to lay. You want to set up a point. I even want to interview the senator.
But I asked them whether they will be open to calls, though.
No, Rufus, I can't, man. You're not yet kind of talk. I think where's OJ talk? He said, no. You come here and you talk. I will ask you a question. Yeah, when you come here, when Rufus, like the agreement, me and you will have for it. Rufus, we will engage. Then when I 1.5 hours, we talk for 45 minutes, and if other minutes on there, I open the line for people to ask you questions, and the people will be professional and be respectful to Rufus because you'll be my guest at that time. Once you are my guest and you are sitting there, no one will disrespect you. Rufus will answer the questions. If you don't want to answer the questions, he say, I don't feel comfortable. Like my brother here say, you don't want to. It's a personal thing why he resigned from the show, and we can't force the brother. That's the brother's right. So when Rufus comes here, we will be professional to Rufus. Well, even Joe Penal come here, I think he told me I should contact Cherry Droga, who is my senior brother too from Iowa area. I will call Cherry Droga and see if Joe can come on the Blue Ops. If Joe come on one-on-one with Joe Penal. And no hurry, no vis-a-vis, the Frenchman say. And people will open the lines. So you will accept your people to question you. You send it up for everybody. In a country, you get a better citizen, you get a good citizen, and you get a better half citizen. Now all the citizens in your country will be good. They will get a rough one, they get a cool one, the one who don't want trouble, and they get the other one who just want trouble all the time. So we got to understand that. So, Let me let my brother Rufus, because we've been here for a long time now, 2 hours. So Rufus, let me let you have your parting comment, so we can but we'll stay engaged. I like working out, so we will stay engaged. Yeah. Go ahead, Rufus.
Is that Rufus?
No, I'm sorry. Sylvester. I'm confused. I'm talking about Sylvester. He said Rufus. I'm talking about Sylvester. Sorry for you're not Rufus.
I know. I want to thank you so much. Like I said, when I started the show, I said, even as one of the family members of the late Madison Queen, we condemn any act of lawlessness in Geebarh County, that people will vandalize people's property, that is unlawful procedure. And I also wanted to say that if anybody has scientific traditional evidence, you should channel it through the legal process, that on a panel S, Y, and Z, that they can handle it. But you see, there are many cowards that are in this open movement. I want to speak today. And I knew that they will come up because it is a voice of Sylvester Krah. And for me, I don't care. I knew they were tacked on, they were not men enough, to even respond to the most famous Prophet King when he accused on the panel of being the killer of Madison Guion. Not only out of the Harvard degree university had to write and go and say something but I give a hand. I am a patriotic citizen of Geebarh County who has his right to objectively engage issue. And I put iron on back. If Rufo Digo was not a coward, he would have engaged with you. The print that was show to say, look, the ZPND wants to provide some clarification to the allegation raised against our chief patron. That should be a position. They shouldn't wait until Sylvester Krah come on the show, provide clarity logically to the public before you write. So somebody in same pets who are writing all on a page of Sylvester Krah, you're making yourself happy for nothing. When you make enough, like I said, use your page, go live and address Prophet King. You are on Facebook. So many Nigerians are there. My Krah family, they don't say on the pen who killed Madison. No. But there are so many thousands, hundreds of Nigerians who are saying that on the panel you are associated with the death of Madison Williams. As a leader of the people, you are on obligation to address their concern, to respond to the allegation. That's what we say. So if somebody have common sense, they will reason what Sylvester Krah is saying. We may say, you're not helping on a panel. You go around your pages, you go around on your life, and say Sylvester Krah yesterday. Few days from now, you'll still come back on your knees. It will be too late. You are complicating the situation on a panel. You're not helping him. If you're not a coward and you have common sense, you take the logic I'm giving you. Because I'm guarding you.
But the brother listen to you now. The brother listen to you now. Now what the brother say he want to come and with his ZPND.
No, I'm saying no because that priest. I'm just calling. I agree.
Brother, you see, so you're not calling press conferences. I was a man in the office, you know. You were not talking about press conference. I started hitting him and he started having press conference.
Sure.
So obviously you do more. So we'll speak to the people.
I agree. I agree. So I mean,
fire for him to speak to his own people, like his own people. The people that who
I agree.
All the people over there, most of the people that some of the people voted for him. The people there who don't understand nothing, and he will express himself, explain things to them. So now this brother, now that be lenient on the brother. The brother was not coming. Now he heard and he said, I got to come. So he's coming.
Which is good. Which is in the best interest of Grand Judah County. Like I said, this argument is not an intellectual debate between the Boque or the Krah. It's not a sectional debate. All what we are saying is in the supreme interest of Grand Judah County. And also an opportunity that on a panel will protect his integrity and credibility. This is a conversation. We also said we don't support any act of lawlessness. We said that through all the social media, you now find a post from the Krah family that say on the panel, you are responsible for the death of Madison. We don't know. But there are other Grenadians who are bleeding, directly accusing. So what I'm saying, I have a right as a citizen like your fellow Henson, other guy, Thomas Boque, and should explain. Your argument should not be to go after people because they objectively express their view. Your argument should be, they have told me, let me do the best thing. Rufo Diku, you are given an opportunity as a chairman. You had a press conference allowed, the shortest press conference in the whole world. 2 minutes, 3 seconds. And you said nothing. Nothing you said to refute or rebut the many accusations against the chief patron. And now continues to place a dark cloud over his reputation and credibility today because of your inability and ineffectiveness to take the leadership role and provide the necessary clarification that will clear out the doubt over him. You didn't do it. A national chairman of a political movement having a major press conference for 2 minutes, 3 seconds. And you said nothing to the all of the accusation in the corridor pointing to your chief patron. Who do you blame? I'm not a guild man. I'm not a grown man. I am a patriotic son, a legitimate son of the soul, Grand Judah County. From Kumambli, I had to have my right to say, oh yeah, it is important enough. I'm an educated person. So what is wrong? To say, oh yeah, the chief patron should provide and clarification to what people are saying. Nothing is wrong. What is wrong? Before they go, if I even ask your chairman in the movement to say that you have to play the traditional role and visit the mark, what is wrong? You got a right to say, no, I'm not going to go, or I'm going to go. I didn't force you. I didn't right to say you are one of the guys who they accuse of the devil. I say, no, I'm only using my wisdom so that your conscience then will be activated as a leader to do the right thing. If you see as other part, all you want to wish war against the other Krah, I say, what's the record? I say, oh, 11 people who are logical, people who want to show, everybody show for them. Now, how many condemnation came to me to say, what you say, does that make sense? People are falling, rational people. So the thing we discussing is
Sylvester, you should understand they will come after you. You are with them. You know the secrets.
I agree.
So you
I get my right.
You're afraid you're going to expose the secrets.
No, bro. Mr. Doba,
Yeah.
even if I have 3 children in the house and one left the house to go and carry on armed robbery, and in the process I want to arm run, somebody die, should I still back that child? Because I'm a child? Now, so the thing is, it doesn't matter where I stand. Whether I was still actively pushing a journal on ZPND or on a panel, I went to school. What is right, I will say this is right. What is wrong, I will say it's wrong. So I'm not even moved by people putting literatures. If you have that energy, just deal with Prophet King, deal with other guys in. And not deal with energy if I come there. So, but what we say right now,
Eugene actually said as though the one that told him that he would die when he posted that thing.
That's what I'm saying. I say these are some of the allegations in the corridor. Oh, yeah. People say when they ask Eugene,
I heard it too. I heard it.
It was sure. It was predicated upon him to say that what you hold in the corridor from one Eugene Facon, that while Madison was so that Madison is there, it's untruth or it is truth. Then you clear that part. Because that one of the things that people so hold against you, why would someone be alive and you convey a message to somebody that miracle that man is dead? So you still have you are under obligation to provide clarity to that. No, to the friends, supporters of Madison William. I didn't say that. At no point in time did I communicate with Eugene Facon to say Madison William is there while you're still alive. That clarification. Then you save yourself. What is big about that?
You think I don't know why call phone conversation, text message, then you show everything I ever call him, or then you show everything that I text message,
everything.
Then you show it because the record will be there. All the conversation,
the record
my phone. So these are things that you can say to the people, and then when if I gonna show it, then we'll know if I gonna allow this man. Because when you send text message, it stays right in the phone. So I heard that thing that he told Fagon to put it out that he was dead, so the country can go off, and then they don't go to the poll that money and the election wherever. But I heard it. But Fagon,
and the next thing,
I didn't take it, but I heard it.
The next thing in the counter right now, because they hold there for era just surrounding Senator Peno, the ZPND. Now, citizens in the country back home are still agitated. They are so angry. The detention of few of the colleagues in prison with all trial, with all substantive evidence. You now, so Chairman Rufo Diku, should be able to call the local media, call Seku, call lawyer, and speak back home. Leader of ZPND, not to raise confrontation that will exacerbate situation. No, you're not helping on a panel. You follow damaging him. You open your page and say something you did that. You're not helping. Call back home. Who is a good leader? Like what someone do there? Let me talk to the good leader. You please calm down. I understand the pain you guys are going through, but this is a lawful country. Grand Jury is not under bureau. Can you please leave a script? You can't allow your anger to disenfranchise other peaceful citizens are moving back and forward are good. Then they say Rufo Deku has spoken as a chairman. You got to get out of the closet of the gossip and boldly speak to the people on behalf of the movement and the credibility on the panel. That leadership. There is no way that I was still actively with part of the ZPNA as senior media consultant. And then I provided clarity on this subject matter to the public that on the panel will come by and provide. It's not possible. Because on the panel knows, and the public know I'm a man of wisdom. There is a way I'm going to coin this thing that will not be on the back and forth. No point in time have I spoken on issue concerning ZPND. Now on the panel spoke, not possible. And I know, on behalf of the movement, nobody have provided political acumen better than me. The Costa show, he hosted me. The Bomo show, Patrick Ona hosted me. 50-50, Tima hosted me. All in the new on the panel. So nobody have gone far to push debate. But we are given a specific position, and the leader trusts you, be able to protect him. You're not helping a man. Every page you're open, the more acumen you raise, you're creating problem for the man. Everybody should join our family. Like I said, I'm part of the family. I said, I condemn the out of poor burning on the panel house. I don't support it. Even Madison Green was triplets today, and the chaos, I don't support it. No matter what kind of brain I have, I don't support people taking the law into their own hand. If you have proof, use the law. The hard responsible for the talk. But that can say, as far as Madison Green, I support the poor burning house. No, I don't support that. That's how people do. So your position with the movement, with Onopeno, should be able to bring some relief. Are you saying in your mind, Deku, that Onopeno does not have an ambition for 2029? If he has, then you got to walk circumspectly. You got to act circumspectly. Don't do things that will endanger his ambition. And you know for sure he has an ambition. Onopeno spoke, you go hear from a tune. They chain people. Onopeno knows very well that the guys who bring out, there was some chain boys there, there was some chain girls there. He said the chain people, you pour another one. Man is going from the other one. It shows that to some extent that tone reveals to you that they may have a long-term and no ambition. Still. So you want to follow, you gotta be sensible enough and follow that path. Now when one person come and speak that man, you go after them. To follow kind of show, if you speak a man, he become an enemy. Thomas Doka, if you speak a man, he become an enemy. So are you going to go against all of the Grenadians who are speaking a mind? Do you know how many thousands of Grenadians around the world that are speaking a minds? Even on the page right now, there are people that come in with their own objective and opinion. So everybody that make a comment, you go against them. You're not doing well for the senator. You're not helping him. If we love Grand Geebarh County, the county interest will be supreme. And what we are discussing today, it is an irreplaceable loss. Man, we're not going to come back. No child debate will bring it back to life. It's not possible. So people should not blindly join to the argument, be raising any kind of point. We have competent, qualified sons from change district that we deny that democratic right and allow a government to go through for 310 and talking to the Senate. This issue have nothing to do with sectional argument. It's about Grand Geebarh County. And we got to objectively and consciously engage the reality. This is our point. Manisi Gwen is gone. A great man and hero. And all fingers are pointing to you. You as a leader. You are under obligation to respond to the concerns of the people, most especially the citizens of Grand Geebarh County. These posts are all on social media. They don't post from Lofa. They don't post from Nima. They are permanent sons and daughters of Grand Geebarh County, bleeding in a heart for this loss, and they won't answer. In the process, and then anybody that raise a query, you got issue. And I think the record will show that Mr. Prince that came to the show. At no point in time did I say Onopeno is the one who killed Malice. No. In fact, I stated there is no show. I said there is no scientific traditional evidence to authenticate some of the allegations. But equally so, as a leader, you are on an obligation to respond. Somebody can go to the same Prince, God forbid, you rape a 2-year-old girl in your community, and then you all around. We that trust you and follow you. I said, but Mr. Double, been on for almost 2 weeks now. You come and say, no, I am a very decent person. I have a wife, I have kids. I can't go that route. So just from that, your clarification, you restore hope to so many people that in the context we are speaking. Your press conference lasted for 2 minutes, 3 seconds. They didn't speak to any of the allegation. The senator came, he spoke at 1 million hours, the prophet God damn it, he didn't mention anything. In fact, he didn't even allow any of the journalists to ask a question. You see that? So right now, there's a problem back home in Grand Geebarh County. Right after the situation, people got arrested. The way I told you, I said, honorable legal jurisprudence, a prolonged detention with all substantive evidence, and pre-trial. That is a gross violation of the fundamental rights as citizens of this republic. You can do that, and on the basis on which people are still agitating back home. The detention of those guys, on what basis? How many days today? Saying you got it in the prison. These are things that you as a chairman of the moment, you'll be able to speak to, so that you can pacify the situation. Your ability as a chairman for ZPND must be able to pacify situation, not to exacerbate situation. You're not doing good for on a panel. If you like, if I lead a show, like you put started already, somebody started erecting, loud a long thing against me. I didn't know you have the knowledge to write. And Leroy, you are a nephew to on a panel. So you didn't see the post of Prophet King? You didn't see the post of Lawrence Garden? You didn't see the post of Thomas Doe? So that Sylvester Krah that play your sharp mob that play kind of why you're able. And for me, I don't care. Once I know what I'm saying is correct, I will say it. I'm not intimidated. Not at all. I'm not intimidated. Oh, you could write in a place here when they put a kiss of father or king, the Podo Command Grand Geebarh County. Why you could not call our father and speak? Say you know Boque. Your father was accused. Why you could not speak in Grand County? Why you could not run a page? So no, my father, is a pastor from Tucson. So when I come on the show as a patriotic son of Grand County to get my objective opinion on the death of a fallen hero, E. Madison Guion, that on the panel, it is prudent enough as a leader of the people to provide clarity to the multiple demands of your citizen. Is it wrong? That why you want to shift into a Boque-related debate? Let's be right. Let's be objective. Who say the facts? But like I said, Grand County has reached a point that we're pushing down for political emancipation. Watching to see. So you're continuing to write. What we're pushing for is political emancipation. And with a consolidated force, I can assure you, we have a fruitful result.
Okay.
We're not here to fight. We're not here to quarrel. We want peace. We even encourage people back home. Stop. Nobody to go further to bring people home. Even move in the street, honor the law is a fundamental right to protect. Please don't enfranchise the other people free movement. Move from the street. Just step along the road. Thank you. Don't block the way.
Yeah.
Please don't block your way. Don't go fire on the road.
That's a good advice to your people. Don't block the way.
Step on the side. Protest.
Right. That's a good thing down there. But before thank you very much, brother. We will still continue on this stuff by next week. We're gonna come up. Maybe we'll have another people on the thing, like 5, 6, just discussing the issue of our country and things that are going on in there. But before I shut the show, I would like to read those that were arrested in Zwedru. This warrant came from Morovia, and it was sent to one Doris. It was sent. They said the Republic of Liberia to Captain Doris Wabu, sheriff of said court, or her deputy, to arrest these people. It says here, you are hereby commanded to arrest the living body of defendant Christian C. Menye, Stephen Shah, Peter Flomo, Christian Tar, Leo Wax, and Promise Johnson, and orders to be identified by the city of Zwedru, Rangire County. So the other people who they didn't know, Republic of Liberia. It says you must bring them forward to appear before the Zwedru City Magistrate Court, city of Zwedru, Rangire County, Republic of Liberia, to answer to the charges of manslaughter, criminal conspiracy, riot, and criminal mischief, theft of property, arson, and the letter here is bent, and okay, yeah, theft of properties and arson. They mean the putting setting fire based on the oath and the complaint of the Republic of Liberia, in which it is alleged as follow to the letter here. The person they did a letter and sent a letter, so to read the kind of letter is how they folded the letter and then they sent a letter. But they wanted to these guys should be arrested. They are charged with manslaughter, criminal conspiracy, rioting, criminal mischief, theft of property, and then arson. So these guys are this. How many people here? Christian C. Menye, 1. Steve Shah, 2. Peter Flomo, Christian Ta, 4. Leo Wax, 5. Promise Johnson, 6. So, and then other people who will be identified in the video or whatever evidence they get. But those are the people named that on this warrant from Morovia or wherever to the court. I think the warrant, they say the warrant of arrest, Republic of Liberia. So it was signed on the December, I can't see I know it's the month of December 2020, and it was the acting clerk of the court, Prince Chebo, Prince, the one who wrote this letter here, and to arrest these people. and they arrested them, and they are in jail. They say $85,000 were in Joe Penal house.
US?
Yeah. Man, I will ask the person to take the picture here and send it. The picture they send me. Why you go wrap the letter that day for? They get a letter, they fold the thing and put it in the pocket, man. People can't see the thing there too much. The city of Zaire and took away building material, face basin, camo, cement, the value of those things that cost a worth $190, and that they said defendants also went to Guinea community, or GUINEE community, and Kurabapa city of Zwadru, and burn the victim Zoe's house. The house value in that particular area called $45,000, hereby taking away one safe that contained money. That safe contains money and material. It contains material, fuel, gasoline, horse material, etc. That value $85,000 that were also stored inside the safe. So we're keeping 85,000 United States dollars. It's not Liberian dollars, US, because it sounds right here. 85 US dollars. Let me see. Let me take the picture and open it up here for people to see what I'm talking about. At least you will see this. For the person who did this letter here did injustice to the letter. But at least we got some little thing too. Okay, if you see here, you will see the money. You will see the 5,000. Yeah,
84,000
US. You not say Liberian dollar. Liberian dollar. You see LDS. They say US $85,000. He said that $85,000 in his house, in a safe. He had a safe with 85 grand. Yeah, he had a safe with 85 grand in there. So the beginning, the arrested got $85,000 cash.
Yeah,
it would say that in Zwaju with 85,000, and I in Cote d'Ivoire, in Abidjan, in Ghana or Nigeria. What kind of story that Joy being thinking well on the 1 year?
Yeah, man.
Okay, they say the 85,000 were also stored within. They say everything total one. I said, where you came with a $1 million from? Everything that lost the cement material, the house and other goods and stuff, materials that they stole, everything total $1,600,000. No, 1 million. Yeah, 1 million. Yeah, $1 million. $1 million. Yeah.
Which one of the construction company did an independent appraisal? So the derivative of the property is debatable.
Zoe Emmanuel Penal Construction Company. That's the only thing I can run to mind right now, because no bank in Liberia, Sally said no bank in Liberia for the man to keep that kind of money in your house. 85,000, I will keep it in my house in Grand Geebarh County in a safe. Then I'm in Moruya. In Moruya, I want 85,000 in my house. Man, that level not work here, man. That level not work. Wait a minute. Do Joe have a business? You want to know where he take that money from? In that trying to implicate, say you gonna you know. So that all your paycheck,
yeah. The lawmaker is keeping money
in his house. I'll read it.
Who kept you in his safe?
No, he said, yeah, the fuel were not in the the fuel. No, the money was in the safe at night, but the fuel were in the house. The fuel was
you don't want me, you won't go.
The fuel, the building material, okay, the face basin, camos, cement, etc. All of them value $190. and that said defendant also went to the, I think, what kind of community, and they went to Krah bypass. They went to the city of Zwedru and burned the victim Joe Emmanuel's house. The value of that house that they burned worth $45,000. Hereby taking away one safe that contained money. That safe contained money and materials. The materials and the money, the fuel, they took fuel in the safe. Because they listen now, let me read it here so you tell me what the money in it. Was it a big safe that got fuel inside? I don't want to know. I want to know how they save. Because they say they save, they went to Krah Baba and then they took away one safe that contained money. The safe contained money and materials. Then they put a parenthesis, they say fuel, gasoline, horse materials, etc. Was those things in the safe? We want to know. The value of those things, those things value $85,000. Okay, then they said and value those material and thing value, and then they say $85,000 that were also stored within the safe. 85 grand was stored in the safe. Now the warrant now when they said to arrest people trying to arrest you, so level. All the things, everything is $1,006,000. That's $600,000. That $1,006,000. That what? 1 million.
Yeah,
$1 million. I thought it was $1,600,000 US. My man, wait. If it was zooming for the people. So it's like 1 million. The 85,000 said in the order I mean we.
Well, yeah, it's 1 million.
1,600,000. No, that's 600. 1,006,000.
1,006,000. Yeah.
$1,006,000.
Wow. All right. We got the value.
That is value. They went in.
But that value. Now, when property gets damaged in a modern world, you have independent appraising entity that come to appraise to do the derivative of the market value of the assets that got damaged. And that's what I can say in a whole jet dream and jet import.
The person who wrote the letter, something wrong with them. Because the first thing you're supposed to know very well, you don't get you put in you come in to defeat the whole purpose of your argument. Now the people will come, they will take the whole focus and put on the money value where you put on those things.
You got to send that stuff to us. That will see it.
What? The letter?
That 1 million something that won't see it. What do you do?
But man, the man said that the money where the whole horse worth. The horse that were in Krah Papa and the other one that were shot those horse there, those two houses, and the other gas slips, fuel. So keeping fuel in a safe. I mean, you are with the man, you ought to keep fuel in the safe.
I can't look at that man safe. I have not looked at before. I have not looked in the safe before.
No, but now you don't want. No, but boy, you don't want. Yeah. Yeah. Big brother says Sylvester, man can't talk all. So
yeah, make it to all. CMB, that money boys. Yeah.
Like so, like I said, so these are one of the richest lawmakers in Sweden. Yeah, the man get $85,000. You know, my man, y'all find the man with that kind of money.
We couldn't eat.
No, they didn't say the fire burned the safe. Ellis, the children that they arrested took the safe.
Okay, the 85,000 USD. I didn't find the children, man. I didn't find it. The Christmas coming.
That the children will take 85,000 USD instead of being Israel.
Yeah, with them. Yeah, with them. 85,000. Yeah, with them.
The beginning, someone from Ghana, Arico, and I don't take 85,000 instead of saying Israel. I'm telling you, I'm a hotel relaxing myself. Eating up people. I buy soup, a goodie soup, and all the soups. What are you talking about?
Of course. I took care of my phone.
All then Nigerian police.
Yeah. I took care of myself. There's all Jack Captain me give me 2%. Yeah.
We'll talk later, my man. You'll take it easy, man. We'll talk later. My man Tete, you know my man Mark Tete Buru. They got my man. My showing Ariku.
Yeah, my big brother.
Where refugee in Blewe. Dichua Blewe. Yeah.
So Mr. Dubber, are we concluded now?
I want to give you 1 minute to give your parting comment. 1 minute. Man, you already put everything up, my man. The people enjoying you. Now, you are speaking the Boque language. You're making your some of the people here.
Okay. So, Mr. Dubber, I want to thank you so much. Let me use the occasion in my capacity as Sylvester Ninneh Geebarh Boque Krah, a true son of Grand Geebarh County here from Comastan, to extend to you and the Prince Double Show, the famous show that is globally recognized, my profound gratitude for the opportunity granted me to speak to our people on serious issue confronting Grand Geebarh County. And I think every patriotic citizen of Grand Geebarh County must have the free will to speak his or her mind in the confines of the law. Nobody has a right to silence the voice of any critical thinker. Nowhere. We are long past that era. Grand Geebarh County is on an inherited farmland that belongs to one person. Nobody will silence the voice of critical thinker. We are educated people. We have democratic and constitutional entitlement to participate in every activity that confront the survivability of Grand Geebarh County and its people. So this is why we are speaking. We spoke in a very peaceful manner. Those with wisdom, those who have the mind, we understand that we spoke in conformity with the rules that govern this nation. So to conclude, like I said, we are encouraging people back home. We know that you are downhearted, like the families of Madison Gwen, like a supporter, sympathizer. Please do not take the laws into your hand. We live in a society that is governed by laws. If there is anything, please use the law to present and push your argument. To those that have been detained for the prolonged period of time, this is a complete contradiction on our jurisprudence. It is a gross violation of your fundamental rights as citizens of this republic that you'll be kept in prison like animals with no substantive evidence, no pre-trial. Only for someone to say that what they have in their safe was 2.8 million US and they keep people trained in the state of desperation and abject suffering. We condemn that. Their fundamental rights and civil liberty must be restored. So we always come here to speak to issue. We are encouraging on Zoe Manuel Peno, the senator of Grand Geebarh County, to muster the courage and speak, provide clarity to some of the great allegations leveled against him regarding the death of a fallen hero.
Well, the brother internet is the brother been alone for a long time too now. So when his internet come back on, I mean put him in the back. When his internet come on, I will see it and I'll bring it on there. But let me read this comment from my man Patrick Dixon here. He said, "How can a save be broken or taken away with the wit that the save has these days?" Please let me see you here, man. And the man said the book can't save. They said the beginning, take it in 5 grand, you take. Don't boy them when I ramp it out down there. Then what kind of the but they have ham on them moving with them. We out the ceremony. And they still say I ain't Grand Geebarh County, they do well. That thing at level, it can't be true. Are we saved to campaign for another position in our beloved country? Why not, brother? Having you can campaign. There will be by-election and people will go to the polls and vote. So, but let me play this recording from the family of Errol Madison Gwen. They had a press conference this morning in the, I think, Monrovia in the Dua Zone area, and the family members they spoke in one accord with one voice and to the people of the nation. So let me play that, and then we can. I don't know who did that recording, but that was very upside down. You don't do recording like that. You put your phone in the position that it will rotate once you turn the phone. So the phone was supposed to be positioned in this position, to turn it this way to do the recording, but they did not put the phone in the mood of rotating. So that's why you see it. But just you listen to the words.
No, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about spoon.
Oh, now I somebody don't call.
Today, like what TV? The man. Okay, thank you, members of the Fuga State. Welcome to the residence of the late Right Honorable Aaron Madison Goyon. The man loved by the entire republic, not only his county. As you can see here on my left is his first son, Mr. Geebarh Papi Johnson. His younger sister, Cynthia Goyon, and his brothers here. A host of other relatives, the sisters, are all here present. Today is a sad day in the history of Grand Judah County, in the history of Liberia, that we will come to this point to address the press jointly as the family of Honorable Aaron Madison Goyon and the office of Honorable Aaron Madison Goyon on his passing on December 4, 2023. And we're here to call for the unconditional release of certain persons jailed or certain Grand Judeans jailed in Zweju in the wake of the death of the following representative. My name is Justice Clark, and I'm the Chief of Office Staff. Members of the press, as I said, we welcome you to his residence. Honorable Goyon, whose untimely demise on Monday, December 4, 2023, at the Mobile Doctors Ghana Limited Hospital in Accra, Ghana, can only be described as extremely painful and life-shattering. As the winner of the November 16, 2016 by-election in District Number 1, Grand Judah County, Honorable Goyon was overwhelmingly re-elected on October 10, 2023 to serve a full 6-year term in the upcoming 55th legislature of Liberia. Unfortunately, he could not succeed after a long drawn-out illness that followed these popular victories mixed with threats on his life, including physical attacks on his person and attacks of various sorts by a few non-progressive elements in our society. Now, as the late Honorable Goyon's family, his office, his constituency, Grand Judah County entirely, Liberia, and the world mourns his death, we wish to point out a continuous insensitive act being carried out by Mr. Zoe Emmanuel Peno against the people of Grand Judah County, the very people Mr. Peno claims to represent at the legislature. Upon hearing of the sad news relating to the Right Honorable Aaron Madison Goyon, ordinary people took to the streets of Zweju City in apparent anger. Come on, proceed. Okay. Proceed. Come on, go. Ordinary people took to the street in the city of Zweju in apparent anger, and we learn of violence thereafter. We, the family and the office of the fallen hero, state categorically clear that we do not support any act of violence, and we have therefore been urging for calm as we talk as we work towards Honorable Goyon's final homegoing befitting of the statesman that he was. However, members of the press, while we are respectful of the law, we find it despicable that in the face of our grief and despondency over the passing of the man who we love so dearly, Mr. Zoe Penno has proven to be insensitive and arrogant by not allowing the former lawmaker to take his rest before filing lawsuits against people who gave him power that he enjoys today. We strongly believe that Mr. Penno's move to have Nigerians incarcerated without due process nor valid proof of crime is to distract the family of Honorable Goyon and therefore disrupt our period of mourning. Consequently, we see his action as a gross lack of empathy, as giving further attack on the family and demonstration of a semblance of a popular or popularly alleged complicity in Mr. Penno. We, the family, demand that those Nigerians arrested and jailed with bogus charges on the orders of Mr. Penno be released unconditionally. We are calling on the government of Liberia through the Ministry of Justice, that is, including the joint security, particularly the police, to do all they can to ensure that calm returns to Zwaju City and for peace to reign in the city of Zwaju. For whatever unproven reason they have been ordered, jailed for in the wake of Honorable Goyon's death. We also want to thank all those advocating for the release of our people who are in jail. At the same time, we reassure you, our people who are advocating today as we speak, who are in the streets of Zwaju, that we stand with you in this effort. At the same time, we urge all Nigerians to remain non-violent in these events and at all times. Members of the press, I want to thank you. And this release or this statement is signed by me, the Chief of Office Staff, Justice Randall Clark, the Administrative Assistant in the Office of Honorable Goyon, Mr. Lawrence Bear, and for the family, is signed by Mr. Geebarh P. Johnson, Ms. Cynthia Goyon, and Mr. Neo Beslo. Thank you very much. We will entertain questions, and the questions can be answered by Mr. Geebarh Johnson, the brothers, the siblings to Honorable Goyon, and anybody from the family. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Justice. My name is Mark Down. I report for Liberia Public Radio. From which background or why are you now saying that people that were arrested and some of whom have been detained, they were detained on the orders of What? Why are you saying this? Or what happened?
Okay, I will yield that question to Mr. Johnson.
Thank you so much for the question. Quite frankly, before the incident started, usually arrest, we spoke with police back home, and we were told bluntly that Honorable Penno was the one sent listing through the police command, the grand who were pointed out. That listing was instrumented by Sidney Sharoma. That's why today when you listen to the protester, through the protest, you listen that to were telling people that people have left or disappeared in Zwaju since the incident have started. On this ground, we are holding all further concerns and concerning information that
You can know that Joe, because look at the list the guy sent with all the property, everything that would name, money, gasoline, cement. So obviously you don't need to be a rocket scientist or something, but common sense will tell you right there that it came from. He's saying all these things to the police over there, and so I mean, just I don't know, but that's just what it is. He named those things in the letter, sent it to the police, and then they sent the thing to the sheriff. The sheriff went to pick those guys up and put them in jail, charging them with all those things: murder, a theft of property, arson, and all those stuff that were put on the charge sheet that sent. So it just don't. I mean, it's right there. He got to name all those things and send them. 1 million in Zwedru. Yeah, the man had $1 million in Zwedru, but he didn't build a decent hotel. I mean, $85,000 build some these apartment where he got around FE area. He couldn't build some in Zwedru. The people will empower him so they can release them and make the place beautiful. You know, he built it in the capital city of Liberia, Montserrat, in Monrovia area over there. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks again for tuning in here and then listen to us. You know, Erod family members press conference. Joe need to say he was being insensitive. He paid no respect for the fallen hero, and that's what we're gonna stop here. I don't know if we're going to come on tonight, but if we're going to come on tonight, it's going to be another coming on tonight. But we want to stop here. And let's see, let's get you a couple of Geebarh video for the Geebarh people of Liberia. Those of you from the Geebarh land, you know what I'm talking about, man. Geebarh video. These are hot videos. And these are videos that are going to be played at night when we enter Zwedru branch county. Sylvester, Come on, Grand Petit Amoura, the bulletin. Enjoy yourself. Grand Petit Amoura. Come on, Lord.
How yeah you will lay a desire. Then I'd wear that power. I say, oh, me, I'm right. And by doing you, I'm a part of my trade there. Well, on it goes away. Alas, I will that you are not. We say you. Papa Mora, get me up with anywhere, Momba Sivole. L'arrangeur parmi national, très trop fort. Puis à quoi ben moi c'est so que des du oje. À moi ça il faut. Dia bio. Do blé yo ba ko mo nya o. Papa nyi guitar, petit, blazo fait sonner. Kaidaka. Bena baya posa gogo mambo panjagu. Apo blo akafoi. Wa posa nyoka foi.
And that's how we're
going to do it. Be afọ bandi yo kwa kleju kiyen.
We got Sylvester Krah.
Nyanjo si mwen.
Found a lot of stuff.
Posto kata tuyo kwe atinyo di won. Emo o. Nese to kan. This is a Boque, where they have played. Who won ya? I can't salute. Post will get that in your way, in your dear one. Emo, Neseto, now, this is a Boque, where they have played. Who won ya? Can you get? Now, getting your bed when I know sound simply a name. I do. Let's do what you just grab it to one. Are you an owl? Taibo Bodakiano, and I will say you over. I want to you come on, need a boy. And yes, I'm going to buy them with Mwege. I'm a gay, one of what I guess me, I'm going to end it the boy. Oh, ow. Bobo that you are not with you. So like it, I'm going to never boy. Let Tony and you. Bobo just say, oh, yeah, I'm a walking about. Kaidaka, when it was to work out, we'll let you know your cafe. It's what I say. Bobo, yeah. You like to them one by one name on the by Potamu, Tanyada. Planning Papa, Pinigation, Pacao Lage, the Buesibo, the BSB. The Tony don't up one, there was a ball, was it, Dressio, Mango, Palipo, Dakiano, and I will say you over. I will Saibo. I just want to lay a bad one out on your see you okay. Wait,
listen, read it. Saibo, you go sit down some more. Read it right there. I'm gonna read it loud. It came from the Liberia. It said Juju, quote unquote, Juju caused my defeat. And then it came down here again. They said, this particular thing was written in 2015, January 11, 2015. It says right here, Grand Geebarh County Representative Zoe Emmanuel Peno had blamed his defeat in the last month's special senatorial election on quote unquote Juju. They say African signs. So those who don't believe there's your signs, they have a Western signs, and then we got an African signs. So the newspaper here, it was written 2015, January 11th. And then they say here, Zoe Peno, an independent candidate and a Unity Party sympathizer, came second to rival Marshall Denny Bill of the Congress for Democratic Change, CDC. The CDC beat him that time. And then he said what? Juju, 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 Juju. Right there. Let me move my head. You see it? Right there. It said Juju caused my defeat, quote unquote. So Emmanuel Peno. He said Juju, they knew Juju to be him. Major Denny made Juju that be him. So all Juju then when he get scared of people who get Juju too. So say I want no too. So all the election where he been winning that Juju made him to win. But so Emmanuel Peno says Zuzu caused his defeat. That was 2015 when he said Juju, Juju, Juju. Unyusi Juju wabemu, gweke unyusi wabemu, ubosomu unyusi Juju pe wabosomu. You know we around the old man and so we learn all the kiri and we whip it. Right now we learn the one before we just speak and chien. The young people then I record Geebarh they pass you they will break with and they post speaking kind of different kind of thing again whip inside they speak the kind of people then the kind of people there. Namu abla ya Monsenge nonge no domu tai ya opona ya say what the guy call ya the woman say like the man say going to put say what the guy with a ya no guy in Daubin Pona and Daubli they don't want to do that ya thing. Then when you get to Geebarh and Geebarh the guy there they are Nyawo people then they speak to get a Chien people then on the other side of town. So Monsenge, amumlo. Monsenge, yamumlo. Then they get a Chien people to say, mon amoine better boy, bay, the mayo, the door, there's a door, we don't say mayo, the door. Samedi, they actually got a guy myself in Geebarh together, but he ran away from Geebarh for I got my man on radio in Monrovia. We were the first refugees. Geebarh, but instead of Geebarh, the man beat it and went to Ghana and gave it a Brabi, gave it from all. The first thing the Brabi and my people, the man they play football in Geebarh, man, it rained out even the cow poo, and my brother said, but he got him very comfortable. The men are comfortable in the play cow poo there, so but home say you're coming here. I said no. The men and they ran away from all. But the men were Brabi, they not people, and so they give it woman couldn't stop the men. But men on the woman say want to go. Then the woman is scared. I said it different to happy for you want to go. But Glacko live on the whole operation. Give it. Pat you Ghana and beat him more again. It went more. But Ashwa Oma. Let me tell you one story. Ashwa Oma qualify Sakpa. I went for my grandma in Geebarh. No, in Pona. It was 93, 94 like that. 94. I went for my old man said I'm gonna go for the grandma. We're in Abidjan. So I went for the grandma. So she would go to the hospital. The grandma was sick. So I went to Pona. Told the old man from Pona, we came to Geebarh. To some family people there. So we can take the bus. They had FKT or that time. They never had Steve passing around all those days. So the FKT, our entry went to Thais to buy the tickets, came back. So the next morning was supposed to go. Now we waiting to the bus station. And Thomas Ziana, he sent for his family that time. Because you know, Zia, they stood here. I know Zia, tell you. We're sitting down to the bus station, right in Geebarh on the road for the bus to come. I came from Abidjan, so I wore my hat and wore my t-shirt. You know, they had a 2-pack t-shirt, man. We stayed even a prayer up town waiting for the bus to carry the evening, so we'll go to the whole town surround with so army people. The Afro ambulance are provoking like the whole town surround with military people, man. Military. I always say military, I say military people. So I saw old man just walk me on the road with my other old man there. Then the men when they ran, the American king, they took the whole town. With a blown on radio and with the gun in their hand. They say the Liberian, tous les Liberiens and the Burkinabe, they were arresting in Liberian Burkinabe. They say somebody attacked some kind of kerosene car that was selling kerosene coming and they armed robbed the car and they took all the money. So they say that Burkinabe or Liberian person, one of the people that did it. So they start arresting Labruin and avoid the printer road to KB. Anybody know the road right on the quarter where the bus can come and that little dusty area. They made a man and just sit down on the ground. They must see people there. They tie the man. You sit down, you tie your French share, and you get cut you people catch you. So how the man? So we were standing on the road. Me and you Zia. Where old man and when you carried to Abidjan to Monrovia. So I was when I started with my grandma to Abidjan. So we standing there, the man kid so running up. So the man came to me. The man start asking me questions. The man said, "My man." So the first thing the man say, "I Liberian man." I said, "Man, I Liberian." The man said, "Tu es Libérien." I said, "Non, je ne suis pas Libérien. J'ai quitté Abidjan. You put gone." Then you know I could have out of school. I took my ID. I showed it to the man. The man said, "You put going on it." This and I mean, he said Abidjan. I could have out. Then they say, "Okay." But that time when the man was asking me, the American was asking me, but man, I sure, oh man, qualify. The old man, Jerry, because they were not coming with me. When the men, the old man said, "Opa me you." The old man like town cry. Oh man, she getting the American people here, and then American confused. They told me to go. Yeah, we were to that play. They went and rested some other garden who were with Biddy. Man, no garden ready to cause trouble that day. The other man, they said the man was sitting on the ground. The man said, "You're not sitting on the ground." I want a Biddy guy. I know that guy, the guy who play football in the town. The guy said, "You're not sitting on the ground." The man said that thing they're talking about, he knows nothing about it. And anybody wants to set him down on the ground, it will be the last that will kill him. So the chief, the papa was sitting down on the road. The army chief, he was sitting down on the road. He saw the guy and the guy arguing. So he called the man again. He could speak English. He called the man and he said, "Come here." The man brought the man. He said, "What happened?" The man said, "That thing they're talking, I know about." But man, the man speaking raw English. The man said, "That thing they're talking, I know about." Hey, and when you tell the man, you must tell your man. If they try here and try to hit me with that gun, tell that gun. You know when the man said, "People will flash." So the police chief read it, man. The army guy read the guy. He knew that particular group was causing trouble and they were going to bring serious tension in the whole area. So he told the men to go home. He told the men, they didn't know nothing about it. That leading men. Because the first thing I got in his mind, they put arresting people. That Liberian guy, the guy said, the man said he got arrested. The man said he cooking a rest on fire. And when he read, boy, I mean, the man said, "Look, they are not, I know he say, put on a little steam. No, they are see. The forest, they don't know, they all see that guy was brave, man. And when you see the man, two men was sexy, see the man, I'm a man, see the man, chest, I know the man, you don't get time for that, when they're talking rest. The man said, "My rest point, no, they all see." The man said he put it around the steam and he came to the pump to get water. We got to get a hand pump. So that the pump, he going to get a bucket of water from to go and eat and drink one take back. He said, "No, they all see." The people talking about carrying people tie. Resting people carry tie. The man said, "No, they all see." The man said, "I'm tell you, I'm a people, my rep, point on a fire." So the army chief said, "Don't leave them." Go. Left that car, my man. The man said, "My rep, point." And the man told the man said, "Look, you must tell your man, what passing around with gun, they hitting people with gun, they hitting in Burkina." And the man come with that gun and say, "I'm the man here." People were flashing. People were flash. So they, and that guy was too brave, my man. You said, "What's wrong with this guy?" You know, when you can stare, so what's wrong with this man? The people, what's wrong with him? We that time we get one for the car to come from FKT bus to come, so we can get in the car and just leave that time. And that was my last time in our area. That was 93. Put the grandma inside and took the grandma to Abidjan. But that was it. But my man Ashwa got it. Oh man, you know my man was Sheibo now. The one was telling Ashwa, I say, "He's my son." You don't believe it, but he old man from my town, so obviously he's my son traditionally. I tell you, say he's my son. You know older than me, but traditionally when they go somewhere, when they put a seat, he said, "Give me the seat." When I say I want to sit down, probably sit down, then he sit down. But traditionally, they give traditional father seat, or they won't block law. Sheibo, you know. So I'm a Sheibo man, and I'm my sister's son. So when Ashwa see me places, he said, "Give me a seat." When they sing through, Josephine through part. can give me seat. I told Papa give me seat one time. I said, what happened? He said, man, say, man, and they say, I know you're the worker people, you're the B people. So I said, Papa, no, you can't sit down and be standing up. Don't do that thing. So he said, okay. So he say, I will say that. So actually, yeah, a tradition, follow the tradition. That is seeing where we say so the people say so go to Juru. You know what they call Juru? So they more on what the Krah, the Kunabo town say. And I sent through, man. I flat down to one time on our side there. Someone at time in the Kunabo there at the place who are afraid to go. And the Bible is old man from Kunabo. So why will you be afraid to go to your man people there? Don't they will wear oh my geru there from our side. Go there, you don't have people, your man people who will say that was Sonia he coming to go there one day boy man. he say that Juju made a photo defeat you. Yeah, he stay there, yeah. He said he got beaten by Juju. I will read it all loud. Just as Honorable Zoe Emmanuel Peno, when he was representative back in 2015, he said Juju caused my defeat. Then the minute that defeat, I would say Grand General County Representative Zoe Emmanuel Peno has blamed his defeat in the last month's special senatorial election on quote-unquote Juju, African signs. So those my brethren who are here in America who don't believe, they only believe in Western signs. Joseph said African signs made the people to beat him. He didn't say sound, he said signs. So those who say DNA and lie detector test, that you believe that they own a voodoo. They hook that thing, you connect to your vein, wire there, and they press it and they do it. Our own a voodoo, you go to our place, we take a hot collar. You know, they put a hot collar on you, they will get the fight, they will let the cold water. But when when it come, you give in it. And all they pour 17 in your eyeball when you don't want so can say, okay, I won't drink it. You're bring the collar. Not me. You're bring the collar. They bring a hot collar. You wear lunch with that thing point four. When I hear point four, you can wear lunch and go by be a senator. But all the men more know he has a point foot, but he's still our senator. So I mean, you know what I mean? Yeah. But that's the story where we got with my senior brother. The walking Geebarh Koriwa. Africans. So we're in our town. And man, those guys started so pressing like in that time, especially this when those guys didn't go play football, the other men need Wallace. The Porichi need Wallace. Can you imagine? My need Prince, the Porichi or the Army chief need Prince. The people playing football, the man king stabbed the whole king. He took the ball. He said, "He can be Wallace, Alex or Wallace." Then the refugee be Alex. So the man must change his name. So the guy was forced to say, "Gentlemen from today." Can you imagine? I want Zoe to clear his name. Not Srebo. Zoe should clear his name to go clear his name in Kunembo. You're not about to Zoe. Kunembo. Okay, can Krah, and they get 2 zones to in Krah. The Krah people get 2 zones. The Krah people get 2 zones. So we can bring that thing to 2 zones. Go back to that 2 zone. In Krah 2 zone. Now go 2 zone. Krah people get 2 zone to under the tree. They put the things so hard when you catch him. I seen day you get in the car and go back Memorial, you go work. We can even tell the plane to me Grand Geebarh. You put in the plane, you go Memorial, you go work. You see, I hear from performing my traditional thing. They put allow me, they did not catch me, they allow me. So that's what I want to do. Yo, I said that guy, my man, the man said, my man, those days, man, the garden king in the town, yeah, they're going for a real rebel, my man. The man get those walk, those radio there on the back, the long antenna, my man. The men get all kind of things, and the men king in the town, the labyrinth beginning know the men scary. So the beginning start running. Okay, when you are in Geebarh to the push behind the football field there, the bush area. So all the I just saw the labyrinth beginning running, going to the the men when you enter the bush, African men they will now enter behind, no come behind the bush. They begin all of them running, going. Then the begin running, going. Then the men are telling the beginning to stop. How the begin said, "Today, the man said, "Remember, shoot! You not stop. You want to shoot today." They begin running in. Everybody just running in the bush. So when I remember man to go to Abidjan, round the road, my man, the guy won't go area there. Go to the men around the old area, my man. Vula, the men of kings are man said to the Burkina to the Liberian saw. The men said all the Burkina the Liberians you saw. So I told him, I spoke around him, I told my man, you shouldn't go stand. Then the men of king and the men of king to all. The man said to Liberian saw. So I said, I'm not Liberian. It's pas Liberian. Then I'm talking about my ID, man. When I showed the men saw Abidjan on the train à côté du village. Man, oh, okay. The man gave my thing. But I tell us in that time, I said, my man, ask for Oma, Upa me, yo, Upa no. I said, carry me. I know where they headed. I didn't carry the port of Tai. Upa me, yo, Upa me, yo, Upa me, yo. Yeah, I could have vidal that they played the hard army barracks. Upa me, yo, they carry me. That guy, you know the guy, that guy came across because when he came with John Buddy, then group. Now they won when they took Kunembo Naziata, that guy came, you know, you're fighting with John Buddy. Then he came across. The man, see the men are huge man. That guy was okay, that particular guy made all to start playing football in KD. Because when we go practice again, we go on the field, we go play, my man. The African guy say, we're not playing, my man. So that guy came, my man, the guy came, okay, the man said the people will play. One day, man, and the man can't play football. That guy there, he just wore that those thing what the Mossy got in here, those shoes, those rubber blue shoes, and the man wore a blue shoe, wore a short. He went on the feet, they posted the man not playing. The man said they knew it. What wrong with them? The man said he playing. The guy go bring the Luba, the African guy, B man, the man bracket with the man, B man. The man said we'll play, that bro will play. The man said they played at Labiro. That Labiro, yeah, you don't know. They more La Liberia. The man first in the man said we chatted on animal. I'm a chatted on Nimi. And the man said on Nimi. Without practicing with that guy made out to play. My man, the man stood in the center of the field. The man said anybody center of the ball. He will put slap in the pole. Yeah, so the man will bring the Luba. The man and Luba, my man, we see the man front then yeah move. The man front when you see the man say you scary him. I said the man brother man and Luba, the brother B man bracket where I want to be man, the man and they know the man bossy with John Buddy. They call him John Buddy rebel. The man look at the man Luba start constraints. Say man you go one side draw a thing like bring so one side and the thing they put in our brother and one part of the war. Now for that day we start playing football in KB. That guy, he said that bring people will play, and we thought the guy could play. They drew the team, they put the man on the field, and like the man up there for 5 minutes, man sat down to a share and just put a share on. He went sat down, he put a game water and drank. He said he watched the game from there. He went to the horse. That was it. Due dawn for that day we start playing. So they just get some people that who get trouble. I don't know, they told him that like bring it, or he just went there that day to go SSI and he heard that thing. I don't know, but he came there, he made all to start practicing that day. Okay. That's it. We want you to refugee life then. The man said Liberian play, the man said Liberian was jouer ici, Liberian will play here. The man had a P man, my man, the man said Charles stayed on, the man in the call Charles stayed on Nimi out. The other man say when chatting already, you grab and you kill one like bring it away and kill chicken. You can't won't be playing among us. The man say like brain will play, and I had like brain people play that day. Then they had one of people called Yayo. Yayo that irritated always be laughing at me. Say me the man get this. I was so gonna wait sleepy, small sleepy. Because the people who came first, they had the names, the refugee names sent. Then they were giving them food. So the Papa then King later were buried in June or July of 1990. So no, I think 91. 91 those people crossed. They wrote their names, they sent it. They used to bring the people food, but the town chiefs and the other people could not have and be eating the poor food. So after 3 months, anytime they come, they say the people need not go to Anyi or Bijamu. You need not go to Abidjan here. The people not okay or here. Why they bringing the people food? So one day, Yayo came from the family, Tanchi horse out of the bush. He came, I played at the Tanchi hall, I've run Tanchi, they put all the food and they call in the poor names, they go get the food. Yayo came from the bush. He had a collar and what the papa can put in something. He had a collar on his neck, on his shoulder. He came from the bush. The papa climbed on the rest. Yayo climbed on the rest. And nobody gave you know that story. Papa climbed on the rest. The papa said, then the papa said, yo. No, they're not paying attention. So when the papa said, yo, everybody turn around to the rest. He said, boy, from today, going forward, our name went to Abidjan, and the boy approved it, the rest will get on the rest. If we don't get, we that come in, because there were like a few, I think 100 or how many people that came, the last bunch of people. The papa said, when we don't get rest here today, nobody will share rest. If I bet anybody, including the town chief, and Geebarh was our own town chief, so the Geebarh on the pa. He said, anybody put a hand on the rail, I will chop the hair off. The papa said, I will chop our knee gone to the quick people we getting rest. They see rest, oil and chicken. They're going to have the chicken and onion and everything. The papa said, we're getting our own today. So they try to beg that papa. The papa said, you're not getting down. Then they went and brought Geebarh, our town chief, the Labrampo town chief, and they brought the Laverne town chief. They tried to conclude the old man. They brought him down. He came down to them. They tried to conclude. He said they would take off food for he and his family, and he and his family, they would get their food. The people would transport it to his house, and they would set it down. Would give him a 2 TD bag of red. The papa said, I said, everybody who came with me, and I'm talking for myself, I'm talking for everybody who named that on our list, the last list, you will get them food for move on yet. If you don't do it, not y'all or you, the say, claim me on arrest. If I claim on arrest to the town chief, he said, when you put your hand on the rest here, you send your men to put the hand on the rest, I will chop it. I will chop it and get on in the bush and go to Labua. The town chief read the whole operation when they negotiated. They stopped for almost an hour. They went to talk to and said, oh, you got to get the paper in red. They made me business. The paper not joking, me business. You got to get in red. You're getting it right. And you get all the people with the man. So they say, oh, the poor need not go, but we split it, right? One person, the professor, I say, everybody getting ready, read plenty. They read, the professor can be looking at when they're ready, when they share the food, they want to leave, you'll be carrying the red, be sending it to the see people on the road in the night. You don't see you. That's how they started giving the people rest. Yeah, they gave the people the rest. They share the old man in red. I had the papa knew when the papa got and put a collar buying the thing to it, right? Start going to say they must share all the people in red when they refugee there. He say, oh, yeah, see that they get out, they bring out rail, I've run put to the rail, be carrying it. Or go on the farm. You say, when I'm going to farm, you go on the farm, go make farm. How they start sharing the people. So papa Yayo. I think what the old man said, old man, Beatrice, Masaye, you would know Papa Yayo. Because when she killed Abidjan, where Yayo want to go speak to her. Yeah, it was something about 94, 95, or 97 like that. Yeah. So that was in KB. So that's it. Tomorrow we will try to see if we can bring Mr. Doru here, Tete Doru, Mark Doru. One of the it will be I think he worked with one of the radio stations. We'll try to see if we can get Anthony Vlay with some other guys doing that protest in Zwedji today that you saw. But tomorrow I'll be traveling, I'll be busy tomorrow. I'm talking about Saturday. I will do a show on about 12 noon with Zoe movement, the Zoe panel movement. I'll put a poster out. I will talk to them, we'll conclude the time, and I'll put a poster out. I will put a poster out and we will talk about issue with their movement of Zoe. Zoe movement was just talked about this. Better say they have no remorse. They never did. They never did. But Jacob got out for the guy. He said, don't they know Labrenga kill presidents for rights business? Because of right. Yeah. That Papa knew when I do. Papa knew when I thought you were very afraid. Then when he brought Papa Geebarh, I own the town, you know. They brought Papa Bahu say, Toto, yeah, you Toto, they did a teen, they all in the teen, the sound of voodoo, yeah, you say, not coming down. Said Bahu, Papa say, yeah, he said, no, I'm not coming down. Not do you. Ko mua ko bleo. They will divide the rest. Umano ko nia. We'll have our rest. Before I want a more. Papa say want to agree before you come down. They want to negotiate. Came back. Papa doesn't see you a money. Papa there needs to be a doctor or something like that. They let Jazzy see you came to the man. To say Papa come down. When you all in your uncle, Papa doesn't see what they like the book man, the mediator, and the traditional man. You go to Yayo, then he go back to the people. You go to Yayo, he was like that in the middle because he didn't want kind of like Yayo were kind of listening to too much. So they after that, Yayo got down, they shared the red, everybody was happy. The woman went. The woman went. They took the rice, people took the food, everybody took the food, everybody was happy. Yeah, they were happy, they took their food. But before then, they were yet taking the rice and selling the rice. They're taking the rice and selling the rice. They have rent people take the rice and they take the rice and sell the rice. They figure it out like bring few rice and they sell it, right? They had a big boy in the town. I've run big boys speaking French. Diri là, on partager le diri là, les libériens, les réfugiés. They were in Labrador too, they were refugees. So we want refugees, they were refugees. So that So that my people. Tomorrow we'll bring the people in. Yeah, some of them are needed in our community. Papa put all the law on one side. He made the people to listen to him, and again he read and he went. But he one thing they wanted to conclude and say, Papa will give you a 2 bed, will give you rest and this. The Papa said, no, everybody who name on that list. I know somebody old man in here who don't have food to eat. They name, I know they get food on it, so you're divided rest. It's not about me, you're giving me 2 bags of rest for me to go. No, I break you and clear, but all the debating and you're getting rest. You're divided bag of rest. Suppose you're sort of get 2, you're getting one. So you have food in the house. That was a real advocate, you know, they were advocated for the people with the right cause because they wanted to conclude him, care him, and gain one cup of gain 2 bags, gain 1 gallon of oil, gain some chicken, and gain 1 bag of onion. The Papa said, no. All the people who came with him are in that town, you know them. He said, you're getting people food. He said, but no, you're not doing more you all. But brain, you are that DK. Papa said, now so that I look, I got to carry a woman to go buy Taco Bell. So I have a wonderful time.
Oh, Tomai. Here we can't hear my sword. I was woman. Then, Barney, I know one more blame. One more Tomai, and a general. Do I go? Barney, I know that I was a mobile. So that was my. To my head, no, I do. To my wood, 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 you.
Zate kwa yo plenye. Zate kwa zandenye play. If you don't release the money, you will not have name in the neighborhood. So my man Dusty Kang can release money, so you get name in the neighborhood.